So why sign? So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent.
They yelling Black Lives Matter. How is that the truth? When these rappers pushing money, sex, and murder on our youth. Labels put it in our face, now we all got it on loop. We all streaming the songs, and these rappers riding in coops, and these rappers don't know their voice.
Did you catch that fade? It faded out. It really faded.
Hey guys, I'm here. Don't
Mo
you
is
worry.
here.
Don't you worry. Mo's here. You're not going to be staring at this blank screen for long. And hey, girl, in the comments.
What up, y'all? Drop the location. Welcome to another Friday Night Live. That is what we're going to be calling our show going forward. This is Friday Night Live. You know how they got Saturday Night Live? Well, we are Friday Night Live, aka the Breakfast Club, where we're going to bring people on, and we're also going to have our own conversations like we do any other time. But today is a special show.
Super special.
We're going to be interviewing Loza Alexander. If you don't know him, we're going to roll some clips. But before we get into all that, I need everybody to drop their location. I need everybody to hit the thumbs up, hit this like and subscribe button if you are new to the YouTube channel. Thank you for being here. Mo, how you feeling about the show today? You ready?
I'm feeling so good. You guys, I'm really excited about this. Okay. We talked about this last week. People have been messaging us and they're like, are you guys doing this? Is this happening? And I'll be honest with you, it was a little shaky because, we were back and forth with Loza a little bit, but because, understandably so, he's nervous, right? Like he's doing this interview, a lot's been going on, and we had to really make him feel safe. So, before we get into introducing our guests and of course, introducing me, because that's who you really came to see. Y'all really came to see me. Okay. I know you really came to see me, but before we get into that, we just ask y'all can comment in the comments box, right? Y'all can say whatever, but what we do ask is that you just be respectful to our guests. Yes. No matter what, if you think that you're going to put some ignorant ass shit up on the comments and we're going to put it up here, you are mistaken. Okay. Not happening. And if it gets out of hand, you will be blocked. Okay.
Absolutely.
Right. So
just
please. Just going forward. Say what you want to say, but keep it respectful.
We have set the tone. So if you guys don't know who Loza Alexander is, he is a rapper within the conservative Truth MAGA. I don't know. It's a bunch of different titles that this genre goes by.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to give him a grand introduction just to show that we are grateful for him being here and definitely appreciate you trusting us enough to even do this interview. So let's roll the clip.
Let's go, Brandon. Hey. Let's go, Brandon. Hey. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.
You know what they saying, ho?
Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.
You know what they saying, ho? They think he Hitler. Let's go, Brandon. Yeah, roll him like a switch. Why they think he Hitler? Let's put him on a banner. Yeah, new nickname Hitler. Run up on me and get popped. These commies, they don't want problems. The Tommy is loaded. I'ma just aim at the window. It's a drive-by. You can run as fast as you can and try to pick up your man. He's dead already, shot by the 4-5. And it fast. So I hope you never fold Trump. And I pray to God I get unbanned and blown up. Cause if I make it, I promise I won't start faking it, acting like I'm the greatest. I just wanna give this country back everything that was taken. Jesus, I need you to help me. Jesus, I need you to love me. I feel like my life is darkening. Jesus, shield me. I need you in my life. Don't let the outsiders treat you indifferently. Don't let them make you feel empty. See, this is the way God created you mentally. They'll make you feel you're the enemy. That's because they don't know how to show empathy. They don't know how to react cause you're different. See, I know cause I got your back and I've been through these cycles. And I got no time for my son to go psycho. See, I'ma be there like a father's supposed to be, exposing both of our moments out openly. I've been through most of this shit growing up. Special ed classes had me so stuck. Kids picking on me, pushing me, making fun of me and whooping me, I was fighting back and losing it, I was fed up with the stupid shit, I was going home with bruises and lumps. And my mama told me this is enough. Switched schools, still dealt with the punks. Couldn't get away from none of it, I was suicidal cause of it, grew up with Crips, they was cousin me, but they respected my talents because I was special. Don't let them take your smile away. Stroking every line when I tell the truth, ayy. I'm focused every time when I'm in the booth, ayy. Pissing off libs every time I do it, ayy. Seeing in reporters they about to lose it, ayy. I'm about to go pray, make them lean back. Losing to a lib, never, that's like taking Queen back. Us against y'all and y'all against us. You losing the battle today, huh? Welcome to the new world order. Everything changes from this day forward. And fuck your borders. We'll traffic your children and kill them for nothing. America's bluffing. Your leader ain't shit, he's soft as a pillow. But we armadillos with all of these shells and all of the gears. Your president left it for us in the ghetto. Patriotic summer, ain't no lefties in this party, girl. I break the law. This is red hot, this summer, shake 'em all, shake 'em all. This is red hot, this summer, shake 'em all, shake 'em all. This red hot, this summer.
Ooh, bro, that
Man.
song is a bop. Listen,
Dude,
Mo put all those together because those are all bangers, bro.
yeah,
They're all
and
bangers.
you know which one is my favorite is the one I think it was like the third to last is the one called Autism that he wrote about his son's autism. That is such a beautiful song, and like when I heard it, I was like, this is the Loza we actually talked to outside
Mhm.
of the internet. And I felt it was important to put it in there because I think that was a very different song from a lot of the other stuff he did. So
Yeah.
very cool. Very cool.
You're a talented artist, man. You are. But you already know that. So I don't got to blow your head up even bigger than it is. Thank you for being here, Loza. We appreciate you coming onto the platform and trusting us to do this interview. We have talked offline numerous times. You know what you're here for. You know what the goal is.
Mm.
And I really hope to give you that fresh start that you're looking for. I really do.
Yeah.
I do. Because I want you to win. I want you to do great things.
Yeah.
I want to see you succeed. I don't want to see you lose. I don't want to see you fail.
Definitely. I appreciate that. And you know, I'm working at it every day, you know, with the music stuff, personal life stuff, you know, to try to become better. And you know, everything that I experienced all the way from 2020 until now, you know what I mean, was like a really big wake-up call. Like I've seen a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? And like you know, this relationship with God too. And I want to talk about that. Like that's been like, you know, I told you we talked about it. It's been a long journey. It's not just when I became a MAGA rapper. And I feel like I didn't expose myself enough because, you know, when I was doing the MAGA rap, it wasn't about me. It was about the people. You know what I mean? Like nobody got a chance to hear my story, what I went through, what my past was like, what my childhood was like, my walk with God. Like this has been a struggle for me for a long time, back and forth, back and forth. You know what I mean? I'm on it and I'm not. I'm on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't think God wanted me to elevate to where I would elevate and then forget about him, because maybe that would have happened. I don't know. God knows, but I don't. You know, it is what it is. But I feel like God is preparing me for something big. So I'm just trying to make sure I make all the right steps, pretty much.
Well, that's real. That's real. And we're glad you're here. I do want to set the tone with a prayer because we're going to have a tough conversation. You're going to express yourself. We're going to discuss things that happen. But this interview is about Loza. It really is. I don't want it to be watered down with all the unnecessary drama. I want people to know the guy that I got to talk to for the past week, because it's not the person on the internet, and people need to know that. People need to know this side of you, and you shouldn't hide it anymore because you're not a bad guy. Just like I said from the beginning, I think Loza is very compassionate and sometimes misunderstood. That has always been my sentiments about you since day one.
Yeah. For real.
Always.
My sentiments have been completely opposite of that. I was not a fan of you. Hey, listen, you guys, Loza and we've been talking, so I'm not just coming out of left field with this. He already knows all this. My bad. My dogs are barking. But I wasn't a fan of Loza because like the minute I came into getting to know Loza, it was drama. So like I wasn't a fan. So I was completely the opposite. So I'm here representing the other side of the people, right? That are confused by what's going on. But I will say, we have had conversations with Loza over the past couple of days, and that little piece of Loza that I have always known existed somewhere in there does peek out. And I'm hoping that this prayer will help Loza relax enough to let people see who Sean really is, because that is who he really is Sean. And are we going to introduce Moza after the prayer? Or before?
Yeah, let's introduce Moza after the prayer.
Okay, because that would be like, we don't want to pray. Moza don't want to pray.
Anyway, dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for blessing us with the Sabbath. Thank you for keeping all of us safe. We're asking you to please set the tone and come into this atmosphere, create peace, allow people to open their hearts, and let's not have any drama tonight. We ask all these things in your name, in Jesus' name. Amen.
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 Well, we have a special surprise for you. I've been telling you about the surprise for days now, and I wouldn't tell them what it was. So we're going to introduce a new character by the name of Moza.
Do I click my own camera on, or are you going to do it for me? I mean, because I'm Moza. Do I really have to do this all myself?
You have to turn this camera on. Let's
Number
go,
one selling Billboard artist beat Bryson Gray. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? What? What you talking about, cuz? Dang. First of all, how do you talk with these grills in your mouth, man? What
do you know how
heck?
long it took me a long time to talk? I still can't talk clearly with them on like that.
Are you mad? Like, are you mad that you spent money on a grill? Because I'd be mad if I can't talk with this thing in my mouth. I'm gonna be mad.
You know what, man? A part of me regrets it, and a part of me don't. I wanted a grill since I was a kid. I thought, I looked at Lil Wayne and all them and stuff like that. And I always wanted a grill. I used to put aluminum foil on my teeth when I was a kid.
Yes.
Like I wanted it so bad, and I constantly I was like, man, I don't know, man. I got like 40 grand in my account. I was like, 10 ain't gonna hurt. 10 ain't gonna hurt. 10 ain't gonna be that bad. I'll be down to 30. Like, oh man,
wait,
like that,
Do you appreciate the work I put into your artwork? Look at this. I got the toe drops.
That's dope as hell.
The neck tat. I got the neck tat. Everything. Yeah. But don't worry, I'm not gonna stay like this forever because I gotta get into my.
She's got to turn into Mopra at some point.
I gotta turn back into Mopra. But I wanted to come here because I thought, you know what? I could do a Loza look, and I'm known for doing looks. You can ask everybody in the comments. Yeah. I like to dress up. We got wigs galore over here, because sometimes this is my Mind a Mo wig. This is when I was a Kardashian.
But I do those wigs too when I do the skits. I do the wigs too.
Yes, I love dressing up. I love it. So I'm going to hop back off camera. You guys, I'll be back in like 2 minutes. I'm super quick at getting undressed. I'll be right back.
Super dope.
Oh, she didn't mean getting undressed. I promise she didn't. No, I'm kidding. What's up, Loza? Welcome to Somewhere in the Middle, the best show on the radio. Well, we're not on the radio yet. The best show on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and everywhere on the internet, right? We are taking over. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you, man. Like, do everything, and it means a lot to me, man. It really does. For real, for real.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Me too.
Yeah.
Hold on. We have some business first. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
We have not dropped the infamous Big Booty Judy.
Big Judy, Big Booty Judy. What? Big Judy, Big Booty Judy. Big Booty, Big Judy, Big Booty Judy. Stop. I want to see you move it. Yeah. Big Booty Judy. Big Booty Judy. Got big booty Judy. That's Big Booty Judy. Got big booty Judy. That's Big Booty Judy. Got
Judy. I saw her pop into the chat, and I was like, "Oh, we gotta introduce her with her
Judy.
theme music." Welcome, Big Booty Judy, with your big old booty. Oh man. Anyways, so let's get into this because we don't want to delay. People are here for this, so let's just tell everybody how this came about. So Loza posted a video like a week or so, or 2 weeks ago, something like that, and it had Bryson's name, Topher's name, and I don't know who else's name, but
it had Bryson, Tyson, and Raylene.
Yeah, it had the X on there. So of course people were tuning in because people see that stuff and they love to see the drama, and me included. And and I send Suni a message, and I'm like, dude, did you see this? This is crazy. Like, he's saying he wants to seek Jesus, and Suni was like, man, he always says that. And I was like, I know, right? I know. That's what I was like, yeah, I'm feeling that too. I think that's what it is. And so I was like, do you think maybe, just maybe, he might be serious? And she said the only way to find out is to ask him.
Yep.
So that's when we reached out, and we wanted to see if Loza wanted to come on here and talk about it. Because there's been a lot. There's been a lot, Loza. So tell me, first of all, where were you at when you made that, like, mind-wise? What was going on when you made that video? What had just happened? You decided, I'm going to go live. I'm going to put all these names in there, and I'm going to say what I said.
Depression. Me and my girl broke up at that time. Me and her are cool now, but we had broke up. And it was Christmas, you know what I mean? I told you the story, whatever, behind the scenes of what happened. And it was ugly. Like, we got into it bad, and then, like one of those movies when you come home and your girl gone and it's Christmas time and she didn't call a flight and you got to run to the airport to catch her. I lived that life. Like, I literally lived the movie scene. I came home, she was gone. I'm like, damn, like, you know what I mean? And it hit me like a ton of bricks. And, that was like the icing on the cake, though. Not only just that, it's just, everything else I was facing, like challenges with relationships with people I'm working with, big tech destroying my career. Bitler was like the next Lesko Brandon to me, and it got 500,000 views on TikTok, banned it on Instagram, banned it on Apple Music. It seemed like everything is being taken away from me. They keep taking away from me. And I'm like, God, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve any of these things. So why is it happening? Why are you allowing it to happen? And mind you, for those who don't know, my relationship with God has been on and off since I was like 13 years old. I never got a chance to tell my story again because of all the MAGA rap, and I was focusing on being the voice for other people instead of myself because I was afraid to, because I didn't want to lose my fans. I didn't want to lose anybody. I didn't want to, come off different and be like, oh, like, who is this person? Because they wasn't interested in me, So anyway, all that stuff happened, and I just sat back and I'm like, you know what? I can't win like this. I can't win. Like, I gotta, like, and then not only that, I had a sleep apnea attack. To my knowledge, I'm no doctor. I think it almost killed me. I had a near-death experience. I was delusional when I woke up. And I felt like maybe a God, or maybe, I don't know how the Bible works. I don't know if God can place that on you to test you, but I feel like that happened, and God was warning me, like, if you don't get close to me, I'm taking you out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all those things. And I said, I'm gonna make a video, and I know that nobody would click the video unless I put their name in there, because people like drama. Again, you feel me? So I put all the titles on there, and I said, I'm looking for God. I'm not gonna come back and drop no music until I find him. And I really meant that, because I mean, look where we at in this country too. There's a whole bunch of reasons why I feel like I need to get closer to God. I just don't want to go to hell, and I want the desires of my heart, and I want to be blessed, and I don't want my soul to be sold. I want to be here for all the right reasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where it's at.
So I told you that I wanted to ask you some questions about Sean and you before Loza, about your upbringing, like you growing up. How was that? Because I'm trying to understand who you are as a person. I think, people are blessed when you have people in your life that know you before you were this person. And
Yeah.
those people are like gold to you, you know, because those are people that really know your heart, really know who you are. So although obviously we haven't known you since then, but I want to give people a little bit of insight to that. So tell me about your life growing up. How was home life for you? How was relationship with your parents?
My upbringing was real bad. It was real bad. I had my good moments, you know, but I grew up in the ghetto. I grew up in really ghetto neighborhoods. I was born in Panorama City, California. I was raised in Lancaster majority of my life. I grew up on J3, a block called J3. The apartment was called La Granada at the time, around 1996, 1995. It was a blood neighborhood. I was bullied, you know, nonstop. Like I was getting beat up, all type of stuff. Like I had to go to the hospital because my head was bleeding so much. I almost lost like a pint or some of blood. And, you know, I had to get stitches on my head. Like, you know, I almost, as a kid, almost caught a body. You know, when I was a young kid, I threw a big ass boulder at another kid's head and smashed his head in because he was bullying me. You feel me? And I got in trouble by my moms. I got beat up like by my parents because I was becoming violent. But I was violent because I was being fucked with all the time. Excuse my language. You feel me? So I had other things too that happened to me that I don't really feel comfortable saying. As a kid, I had some really, really fucked up shit happen to me. And, you know, for those who remember, my ex, Raylene, put it out there on the internet and tried to make fun of me about it. So y'all know, if y'all remember, then y'all know what's up. You feel me? But I don't know, man. Like, to me, even though I had a rough upbringing, I was poor as a kid and all that stuff, man. Like, I was raised around pimps, prostitutes, and gangbangers and drug dealers. I was raised around all that stuff. But I feel like that really didn't affect my life. It made me just harder. But relationships with women made me, you know what I'm saying? Like those things, situations like broke me. You feel me? Like when I got into relationships with women, I felt like, you know, when my mama leaves, she gonna be gone. Like that's my soldier. Like when she gone, it's over. I want to be able to have a family and start my family and be able to have another woman by my side. My mom was the only person that's ever been there for me. You feel me? And
so your parents weren't together?
No, they got a divorce.
Oh, okay.
Divorce in like early 2000 or 1999 or something like that. My dad loved me, man. My dad never left my side, but my dad was like, man, I know he probably watching. But my dad, like, you know, he changed a lot. He used to be really abusive though. He used to hit on us and stuff. He used to hit on my mom and stuff, but like he's better now. Like he's not like that no more. You know what I'm saying? He's not like he yelling, screaming, he fussing, he arguing, he get on my nerves. Like we don't get along like that. But I know he loved me and I love him. But I know my dad got some issues. He got issues for real. You feel me? But back in the day, it was bad. Like you feel me? Like it was bad. Like I remember blood hitting the wall from somebody. My parents. I was just a baby with a diaper on. I see blood splatter on the wall. Like somebody got hit.
Wow.
Drive-bys, all type of stuff, bro. I got stories. Like it was bad. Like my upbringing was real bad. But all I know is when growing up, I had to defend myself, and when I do defend myself, I go hard. Like I'm trying to kill you. I want to destroy you, destroy your soul. I want to make you feel as bad as you possibly can because you're attacking me. And that's a part of me that I don't want a part of me anymore. Because when I do be like that, it destroys relationships and it ruins things in my life.
So what do you do to control that? Like what efforts have you made to recognize when you're moving in that direction and what your next step is going to be? Because I'm going to ask you about this because going back to the video that we talked about that you made, that you wanted to get closer to Jesus and you weren't going to do anything else until that happened. You know, a lot of people who follow you are already saying, well, he's already on his story. He's already posting. He's already tagging Topher and Bryson.
Yep.
And, you know, they're just like, again, does he really mean it? So what do you say to that? What do you say to that?
I don't know. I'm
Is
not
it like a blackout? Like when you'd go and post, are you just like blacked out and you just like,
nah, man, it's like, I feel like this, man. Maybe it's my patience, you know what I'm saying? Because like I expect God to just come through. I ask God all the time, come through for me, do something for me. I feel like my enemies, they get blessed, and my enemies are the ones that look good and I look bad when I don't deserve it. So like when I'm like, I'm gonna take a step back, do my own thing, I get crushed and stepped on, my views going down lower, my shit get messed up. So I'm like, I gotta step back. You know what I'm saying? I gotta start posting. I gotta defend myself. I gotta do something. Cause my shit just crashing down for whatever reason. I don't know if it's big tech, I don't know if it's because Bryson's narrative about me. I don't know which one it is. But it's like I can't just sit here and allow people to continue bullying me. Because one thing I do remember when I was a child, when I put that boulder in that kid's head, he didn't bully me no more. They stopped bullying me. You feel me?
Mhm.
They left me the hell alone. It was like, this boy is crazy. I'd rather you say that than to keep fucking with me. But in this
Right.
case scenario, it don't work. It just keeps getting worse. You feel me?
But don't you think, okay, so that's a really good comparison, right? You threw the rock at that kid and everybody was like, he's crazy, we're out of here, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of like how I see, like from a standpoint of somebody who was that person that was like watching this, you blowing up on people online and going into these like rants on lives and stuff. I was just kind of like, man, this is too much. I'm out of here. Like, I can't do this. It's taxing on my soul, you know? Like, do you think that that's you're repeating that, right? So you're seeing that, like, okay, if I lash out at these people, they're gonna stop bullying me, and it doesn't make anything better. Still, like, does that ever
Yeah.
like connect for you? That
Yeah, you know what's so crazy about you said, like I I had family, my mom, especially my mom, my dad, everybody tells me the same exact thing over and over and over. And for some odd reason, it's just, it don't, to me, it's like, it just raises more questions for me. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, well, if I sit quiet and I don't say anything, I let everybody talk shit, whatever, how come these questions aren't being asked towards them? How come people aren't going in their DM and telling them, yo, Bryson Tyson, stop.
oh,
Yo,
they do.
Wooty stop. I don't see it. I don't see the comments. When what's the name talked about my mom, I didn't see
Yeah.
no comments about oh, that's messed up. You shouldn't do that. I seen, oh, go get him, go. It's like everybody wants the guy who had the biggest plaque to go down.
Hmm.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
You know, as a man, and I'm the
Suni, okay, Suni, I know.
go ahead,
I know.
Sudi, because
Suni,
Sudi's
I
got
know.
something to say. Sudi's got something to say.
I
I'm
know
like, hold
you
up.
did. You said, okay, Suni, my bad, Suni. I know you said my bad. You said something. I get it. All right. At least one person did. But I'm just saying I didn't see anybody else but Suni. My bad.
Before you continue, right? Because I did say this to you in private, and
Yeah.
I'm a person of integrity. I'm a real ass person. When we talked, and I'm not gonna say what we talked about, but when we talked, and I got to see certain things, I immediately felt like crap for doing the lives with Queen. So while we're here publicly and there are over 60 people watching, I'm going to give you an apology because I too have gone through situations where I was taken advantage of as a kid, right? And it messes you up. It messes you up. So I want you to know that I do apologize for partaking in those lives.
I accept
Just so
your
you
fault.
can see it
It's all
publicly.
good. Yeah, me
Cool,
and you
man.
were friends. Me and you were friends, man. And I'm glad we cool. Like I'm gonna be cool. And when somebody talks shit, I'll get your back. That's instantly. That ain't gotta grow. That's just me as a person. You feel me? Like
Bet, man.
just like that. Because I appreciate the opportunity you letting me speak. So I'm forever grateful for that. So it's all good.
Lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this, and me and Suni have seen it many times, is the fans, and we're going to talk about the fans shortly, but the fans that are like, can't y'all just get along? Because we get it too, like on our side, right? Like we talk
Yeah.
about politics, and so they're always like, oh my gosh, you know, like you're fighting with this person. Like, can't you guys all just get along and be on the same page? It doesn't work that way.
Don't.
You know, it doesn't work that way. And they don't understand that. And they want it to be like one big kumbaya of like MAGA rappers and whatever else, you know, but that's not reality. Like we're all different. We're gonna have moments where we disagree. It doesn't mean that we hate one another. And I know for a fact, I've never ever, and Suni, you could back me up, I've never heard Bryson say he hates you. he has said he annoys me, he's weird, he's bugging. Like, I've heard that, but he never says I hate Loza.
Mhm.
Never says it. And we're going to play a clip for you a little bit later that kind of shows you, because I don't know if you've seen this put together, but like I went in and grabbed a clip from the Officer Tatum live that Queen was on that started all this stuff. And then I grabbed some clips from some lives that you and Bryson had done over the past years talking about stuff. But it was interesting to me to hear Bryson and Officer Tatum very clearly say, we don't have any animosity towards Loza. But when Loza starts attacking us because of stuff that he's heard from the fans, that's when it starts this like trickle effect of toxicity between everybody. Because of course, people are gonna like defend themselves, right?
Yeah.
It's just a natural thing. So, yeah. Anyways, so when was the moment that you decided you were going to be a MAGA rapper? Like, where did that come out of? Because did you start off as a MAGA rapper, or were you just a rapper?
No. I'm gonna tell y'all the God honest truth. I used to hate Trump. I thought Trump was racist. I couldn't stand Trump. And that was in 2018. I did a song and I dissed him, and it was about the school shooting, and the media had manipulated me, and they made me think that Trump was responsible for all the shootings and shit. I mean, why I thought that? I knew nothing about politics at all. 2019 came around. It was December 21st, I think. My 6-year-old cousin was beaten to death by his coach in his school. It was all over the news. Y'all can look up Davon Taylor. He was beaten in Downey, California. And, when I seen my cousin in a casket, the first thing I thought was he was being trafficked or something. Nothing made sense because his mom allowed him to be with some stranger every day, and she didn't watch over him or nothing. I think she got 14, 15 children that are in the system. She got 15 kids that are in the system. She's having babies. Like, she just, you know what I mean? I ain't even trying to blast her, but I don't even talk to her anyway. But so when that happened, 2020 came along, man, and my best friend, his name is Mike. He knows a lot about politics, very smart dude, and we had a conversation on the 4th of July about politics, and we were talking about Trump, and I gave him my thoughts, he gave his, and I started to think, I started putting 2 and 2 together about everything, and I remembered, I was like, damn, there's people like Dr. Sebi, there's people like Tupac, there's people like Michael Jackson, there's people like all of them who spoke out against the system, and the media made them look bad. But I just didn't think that the media would do that to a president. I thought that was impossible. I didn't think that was possible, that the media can do that to a president. So I'm started doing my own research and stuff. I was like, oh man, I don't even know why I didn't like Trump to begin with. I'm like, the media did that. So I got inspired. And when the first thing I heard about Trump is when Trump said, or not Trump said, I didn't see anything, but I've heard about our borders and stuff like that. And that Trump was stopping a lot of the trafficking. He was locking up pedophiles and stuff like that. So I instantly thought about my 6-year-old cousin, and it inspired me. It just inspired me. And I was passionate off the rip just because of that alone, just by itself. You feel me? And I was like, man, fuck these politicians, or I'm gonna just take all my anger out on them. You know what I mean? Just off the strength of pain. I was like, man, fuck these. They're like bullies to me, and I got bullies. So I'm like, these people are bullying everybody in the country. I'm gonna bully them now. You feel me? Now
So the person who hates bullying turned into the bully. That was the solution. Loza, Sean, Michael.
Hey, at least I did it towards evil people. At least I did it towards evil people. But after a couple months, I learned more about politics. I got more smarter. And I was like, damn, this is really crazy. I never thought I would ever get into politics. I never thought it would even be interesting to me. But, politics saved my life, because I feel like if I didn't know politics at all, I would have been like, Mama, let's get this vaccine. We got to go get it real quick. I would have been like that. I wouldn't even be here. I'd probably be dead. All the health problems I got, and I take a vaccine, bro.
You would have
gone.
You would have had the cardiac arrest.
Yeah, for real. So
yeah,
I don't know, man. I'm maturing though. Like I'm over that. Like I don't want to be toxic or anything like that. But I just felt like these people were toxic. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to throw fire on fire, and I didn't care. I said the most craziest stuff in those bars against those politicians. Like, everybody know I'm known for that.
Yeah. So you're a dad. You have a son,
Yeah,
Akai, with your ex-wife Ashley.
yeah.
Ashley, sorry if you're watching. I just outed your name, my bad. But girl, they could Google it. It's all right. It's all right. But how do you? So I'm assuming, like I don't know much about your relationship with your son, but from what I do see, and obviously the song that you wrote about his autism, you seem like a very present father,
Yeah,
and you care about him a lot. Tell us about being a dad.
the best thing ever.
Yeah.
My son definitely like forced me to change and to become better, and to stay away from trouble. You know what I mean? Like before I had my son, I was going to jail. I was doing dumb stuff. Like my son definitely helped me grow, and he's just a loving kid, man. Like he's a real good kid. Our relationship right now is really well. There are times where, I wouldn't see my son. I ain't trying to put like my baby moms on blast or any weird stuff, but like, me and my baby mama didn't have the best relationship in the beginning, and she would like not let me see him, you know what I'm saying, type stuff. So he's a little closer to his mom. He is. I ain't gonna cap. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like he's close to his mom, but I'm building that relationship with him, and I'm in his life, and I never left my son. So
That's cool.
yeah.
That's good. I love that. And just so you guys know, in the chat, I'm not asking these questions. You're probably like, dang, Mo, we don't want to hear about this. We want to hear about the drama. See, that's what y'all got used to. And Mo's here to wean you off of that shit. Okay. Because Loza is turning a new leaf. Not that Loza's gonna be boring. He's still gonna be, triggering or whatever. But I want him to reconnect to who he is. Like he's a dad. He's Sean. He's a dad. He's a son.
Right.
And he's got a story, and I want you guys to hear that story. And then we could talk about all the BS that he does. We could talk about all the shenanigans that come out of your mouth, boy. What is wrong with you?
The thing is, the people want the drama, but it's like they want the drama, but they don't want the drama at the same time.
Yeah.
Like the very drama that they tune into, they don't like. It's like people, especially like I've been saying about my following, I'm gonna openly say it's what it is. Like my following, they want to wait they want to get a reason to unsubscribe from my channel. You feel me? Like people just want drama. Oh, I just want, all I want to do is music.
Yeah.
Truthfully, all I want to do is become a bigger artist and just grow. I ain't trying to do nothing else but that.
Right. Yeah.
Period.
But see, I think you forget that. Like that's just my opinion. And I've said this to you. You lose sight of that, and you get caught up in, oh my God, I'm losing followers. Oh my God, people aren't downloading the song. And I think you're super talented at what you do. And I think God gave you a gift, and to waste it on caring what people's input is on your gift that came from God is just crazy to me. And Suni and I told you yesterday, let those, and if they're in the comments, I'm sorry, followers, but if you're going to be that fickle, bye-bye, let them fall off. Like if they don't like that you releasing your song on your platform on YouTube, or they don't like how you
that was
did
crazy.
Right. We'll talk
wild.
about that drama, or they don't like that you're doing this interview.
Yeah.
To all the moderators that are out in the chat, but thank you for behaving if you're here. I know that some of your people didn't want you to even do this interview. They thought that we were going to be here to set you up.
Yeah.
And here's Bryson. Bryson. Okay, listen. Every time Bryson comments, we're gonna be like, ha 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 ha. Loza, that's what you're gonna do. Ha 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 ha. Don't let Bryson get you. Okay. We're gonna let Bryson have some words in the video that I made. He's not gonna come on here, but I made a video so you can hear what Bryson has to say about this as well. But I just Loza, I just want you to just be authentic to you. I get that you want to be, a Christian and you want to do everything the right way, but like start with just being honest with yourself first and foremost. You know what I mean? You can't just like take the whole cake and be like, I'm gonna do all this all at once. You got to take baby steps. Because you you do, because you really got to get a hold of your reactionary, your need to constantly react. You know what I mean?
Honestly, if I didn't go through all that stuff with big tech and them assholes on TikTok, whatever that guy's name is, he looked like he'd be flipping walks, no racial. Uh, it's like, bro, I probably wouldn't even be thinking about all this stuff. I would be cool. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be too happy to be mad. I'd be too happy to have an attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
bro, like I'm going through a lot of stuff personally in my life, and I feel like, it is what it is. Like, this hip hop stuff is competitive. As much as Bryson doesn't want to say it is, it is. So I just feel like he just capitalizing off my pain and everything that's going on with me. You feel me? But I'm holding it down. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm trying to keep everything together, and I'm holding it down. I'm grinding hard, like more than I've ever grinded before.
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself for that, and just trying to keep it moving. But also, I want to say that I think that because of this beef and everything that happened, there was like this narrative that got created that got in Bryson's head too. Like, it's a false perception of me, because Bryson didn't even get a chance to get to know me. He only talked to me for like, what, 3 weeks maybe? It wasn't even that long. Like, it wasn't that long at all. Things went south really early. Like, when I got into the MAGA stuff, like it went south very fast.
hmm
Let's be honest. Like, you know what I mean?
What do
So
you mean? What do you mean Bryson didn't get a chance to know you?
to get
Like,
to know me as a
yeah,
person,
what
to
do you
get
mean
to
by
know
that? Oh,
yeah,
in person.
yeah, to get to know me as a person, to get to know me as a man, to get to know me as a man of God, to get to know me as a rapper. Like, he doesn't really know who I am. He thinks I heard his word grifter.
hmm
I never heard of that word before. I was like, what the hell is that? A grifter? Like, I'm not that type of person. Like, when he says that, of course, something that's true about me ain't gonna trigger me. I'm not that type of person. Like, if it's true, I'll be like, yeah, I got a problem.
hmm
I'll just say that and just like, yeah, and own up. But
hmm
like, when you say something about me that ain't true, like grifter, bro, like, I don't need to grift. I have talent.
Hmm.
Like, why would I need to grift with talent? That doesn't make any sense. I don't need to clout chase. I got actual talent. You feel me?
Yeah, I think okay. So from my perspective, because I wasn't coming from a fan perspective, I was coming from a observer perspective, and maybe Suni can answer on her end. But from my end, it always seemed like um the drama is like you notice that like whenever there was drama, whenever you were talking about Bryson, whenever you're talking about somebody else, that your views would go up and or the super chats would go up, right? So that's where the grifter part comes into it, is because
Oh,
people are
oh,
assuming you're doing this for attention, for clicks, for drama,
no.
right?
Yeah, last night, was the last night or night before I went live, I made
Mhm,
like $142, and
mhm,
it wasn't about no drama at all. People were just sending me money because they just love what I say about politics. They just love as me as a person,
mhm,
and my followers come through. But that's not true at all. I'm not gonna talk about somebody in a bad way to make money. Everything I say is true. Everything I feel and what I see is from what I see and how I feel.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never been that type of person. My track record don't say that. Like, that's crazy.
mhm,
But I'm sorry for whoever, including Bryson, if you feel that way, but that's not true. I never tried to like get money off your name. I'm confident in myself. I just don't have the right. I feel like I don't have the right audience around me. No offense to anybody, my fans or anybody. I feel like my fans will just stream my music. They're gonna support me and they're gonna get my back when it's time to go to war. And that's my fans. You feel me? To me.
mhm.
And I just want to be surrounded by that and be able to get my music out there, man. I'm not trying to get into any of the drama, but I just feel like when it's smoke, I'm gonna answer.
Mhm.
But it's gotten
Suni,
me in trouble, unfortunately. But
what you got to say, Suni?
Um, I have a different experience with Loza. Um, my experience was it was the Let's Go Brandon whole debacle, right? And Loza put out a video and he was like, "Hey, if I'm tripping, like my real ones, my friends, let me know. If I'm tripping, let me know." So there would be times where I would write and he wouldn't respond. And I say, you know what? You're probably getting a shit ton of messages. It's not like we have each other's numbers.
yeah,
You're going to see if I go live and people are going to tell you. So I went live and I did a very respectful response like, yo, I think it's dumb to be arguing about titles, you know? And someone immediately took what I said, ran back. Sooni's talking crap about you. And I said, anything I say on this internet, I will say to his face. I don't agree with what you're doing. I don't think it's becoming of you. In fact, I think it takes away from Let's Go Brandon. I think it took away from the entire thing because we spent so much time. Like I told you, there are people that record our every move. This is their life. We are. We go live, screen record, and it's on a YouTube, it's on someone's blog, right? So I'm looking at these things and I'm like, bro, you're asking your friends to be real with you, and I'm being real, and you're lashing out at me. So it put me in a place where I'm like, I can't keep defending you while you're doing this. If I can't be your friend and tell you, nigga, you tripping. Chill out. You're tripping. And I've said this to Loza many times. Yo, rise above. Quit responding to it. He knows this. Before it even got to the point where me and him are going back and forth, bro, please don't respond. Don't say nothing. And when it got to that point, it was just like, what more can I do? Honestly, what more can I do? You're asking for honesty. I'm giving it to you. So it really, yes, we have a relationship. We talked, right?
Yeah.
I defended you on many occasions, but after a while, I couldn't do it no more and still be the real person I am because I would be being fake to myself. I would be making excuses, and I couldn't do it anymore. I just couldn't. Of course, I didn't. You know, you don't want a working relationship to sever because we met through cash.
Yeah.
That was a working relationship we established. You don't want it to sever, but when it does and it turns nasty, the gloves are off. That's just how I rock. The gloves are off.
Yeah. And what was it exactly that you didn't agree with? Exactly.
I didn't like how arrogant and cocky you were. I felt like that viral song went to your head and it completely changed the person that I got to know for a year and a half. I didn't know that person. I'm like, I reach out, I get a message back. I reach out to you then. I'm not getting no messages. I'm being met with bullshit. God's child is being sent my way. I'm having to do interviews with him because not only is he attacking me, he's attacking. I have two friends that are rappers.
I got to answer.
That's my brother. You know, we've sat down, we met, we broke bread. He sat with my family. He's met my children. So I'm in a position to where I gotta either shut up or I gotta be myself and speak out. And I couldn't no more, bro. It took you here and you stayed here until you did this.
Well, here's the deal with that. And I had to analyze that and look at everything very thoroughly. And it wasn't cockiness or arrogance. I'm going to tell you why it wasn't, because I've never been that type of person. Anytime I said anything about my records that I did, like as far as Number 30 and Hot 100 and all the other shit that I accomplished, I said 1,000,000 times. Anytime I said anything about number one, was simply to make Bryson mad, because I knew Bryson would get triggered when he wasn't supposed to in the first place, because you're not supposed to be hating on me. Everything that he did in the past, before Let's Go Brandon, all that shit he talked, all that stuff he did, even with I think the Raylene stuff was, obviously before that. All that stuff with going live with Raylene, all that stuff that he did, I'm like, now I got my chance to smash on you. But it wasn't arrogance. People that didn't know the extent of what Bryson was doing publicly with all that stuff, they took it as arrogance, because it's kind of like a viewer that looking at it like that, they're like, oh, now all of a sudden he's doing that, but they don't know they don't know like the reason why, the intent of why I was acting the way I was acting. I was like, finally I got some get back, because everybody thought it was over for me. My views were low. The last song I did was the Dear Soldiers, when I'm crawling on the ground, I got blood on my face, I'm showing my love and everything like that, and then they just slept on it. I remember sitting at the beach like, damn, bro, how can they do that to bro? I was fired up. You feel me? I'm like, man, I'm about to go do something crazy. I'm gonna go hard. You feel me? And I made it happen. And that was my time to shine. But it wasn't no arrogance. I'm not an arrogant person. I don't need to be arrogant. Never been that way. Never been that type of person. I'm like, oh, you got a Lambo? I want to figure out how you got that Lambo. I want to know how you did it. I'm an observing type of person. I'm not a cocky person, bro. I only say that shit to make them mad.
But I'll be honest with you. That's not cool. You know what I mean? Like,
it's just truthful though.
I know. If that's your truth, that's cool. Okay. I would think do it in the music. Cool. Like I understand that, right? Like you talk to them through the music.
Yeah, but they
But
don't like.
the way it's perceived is like you are attacking them. They're not seeing them coming out attacking you. They're seeing you do it first. So you're
Yeah.
triggering it, right? And I'm going to take a second. This is a good place right now for us to insert a clip because this is a couple minutes long. But I'm going to set this up real quick. So a couple of years ago, I think it was like 2 years ago now, Bryson was on Officer Tatum's show. And Queen, your ex, came into the comments saying that Bryson was fake, that he was on here trying to subliminally, make your fans unfollow you, right? By talking about you. Obviously, I couldn't play the whole interview, but the interview was not about you. Okay. The only time they talked about you was when Queen put this comment in there. But we're going to play this. And then I also have some clips that follow it that bring us to the video that you made today. So we're going to play that so everybody kind of knows what's going on, because I understand not everybody knows what's going on, just so we can refresh our memory. Yeah. So let me just share my screen here. Oh, sorry, guys.
Fake. He on here subbing. This is what I'm gonna say. Like, I don't know why people do this to people. I have the young man's Loza's phone number. I told him I'm going to call him later to have a conversation with him because I haven't talked to him about whatever little drama going on. I said I'm going to call him on his phone. I don't understand why this young lady is on here saying this about Bryson when we could talk on the phone. Why you want to come on my live stream and say this about Bryson?
Because nobody said anything about Loza. I am talking about other people that has been crying about my name for the past week, for the past 3 days. If you just want this up because you want to bring attention to somebody, you said Bryson fake. Let's get this clear. And I mean this in the most humble way possible. Nobody can name one time Bryson lied, one time Bryson did anything fake to somebody, one time Bryson charged another mega rapper for a verse. Let me tell you something. Other people will charge people with verses. I have a bigger. Listen. Once again, I'm not trying to brag, but I have 2 albums to make Billboard charts. I've never charged anybody for a rap verse because I can't change culture by myself.
I don't have a problem with Loza. I know that you and him may have a disagreement, but that's why I called you, talked to you, and for the record, you ain't never told me nothing bad about the brother. I heard it from somebody else that they said y'all was beefing. You my dog. I called you and said, what's up? What's going on here? Okay. And then I talked to the young man, Loza, today. He texts me and I say, I'm going to call you later. Let's chop it up because I'll hear his side. I ain't got nothing to do with the stuff in the middle.
Matter of fact, just to put it out there real quick. When you called me, now remember, you called me because other people were telling you me and Loza was beefing. I never mentioned it to you.
No.
Why
you didn't say nothing.
Why did I tell you I didn't mention it to you?
Because it ain't got nothing to do with me. That's what you said.
I said it ain't got nothing to do with you.
And I called you because I'm like, oh, because bro, I like the song that Loza did with me in it. I thought it was cool. You ain't never said nothing about this, so I'm like, I ain't know nothing's going on. If there was, some people are saying, oh, Bryson, because the song came out, I made a video. They're like, oh boy, so and so about Bryson. I say, bro, I don't believe what people saying. I'm gonna call Bryson and see, hey, bro, what's the deal? You feel me? And then you told me, it ain't got nothing to do with me, so that's why you didn't say. Because I told you, I said, bro, why didn't you say something if y'all beefing? You know what I'm saying? Let me know. You said, bro, because it ain't got nothing to do with you. And I ain't finna put that out there. That's something that me and him had. It ain't no big deal. You know what I'm saying? It's between me and him and me. I said, cool. Like I said, bro, it's strategy behind this stuff. You got to really watch what you say about people that got love from other people. Slow down. Talk to that person on the phone before you say something crazy, because now I feel some type of way.
That's why I'm glad. I'm sort of glad you called me about it, because now I don't hate on people behind the scenes, and you see how this happened, and it's like, but Bryson literally didn't say. Matter of fact, I told you, bro, if you like the song, push it, promote that thing. Like, that's literally what I said on the phone.
You did. You say, bro, that ain't got nothing to do with me, man. You know what I'm saying? You like that song? That's cool. You should promote it. You should put it out there. It's a tight song.
Bro, these people are getting on my last nerves. Everybody's getting on my. Ever since I got this number one, it's been way worse. I was much happier before I got number one. Ever since I went number one, it's not just y'all, bro. It's family, friends. Every single time bro, it's been. Oh my God, bro, it's not good. I shouldn't have never said anything online about you last year. I shouldn't have never went live. I wish I would have just hit you up. But ever since I went live and opened that can of worms, it's been bullshit ever since. That's the biggest mistake I probably ever could have made, is going live and speaking about you.
I'm not joking. So if you're really trying to give your life to Christ, you have to really do it. It can't just be words and say I'm trying every day. How long are you gonna say you're trying? Are you gonna say that on your deathbed too? Lord, I'm trying. Nah. When is that trying gonna show fruit? When is that trying gonna turn into I did?
So you're right. Around me, you're 100% right, Bryson. Around me, I don't feel no Christian vibe. I don't feel any of that. Not one person worried about my soul. Not one fucking person worried about where I go when I die. I really feel that way. 100%, 100%, bro.
This message is extremely important to me. Right now, I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to find Jesus, to find God, more than I've ever been before. More than I've ever been before. And I believe that the Lord has been calling me, and I've been stripped naked. I've been crucified. I've been whipped. I've been going through it, and I've been fighting to keep this channel going, fighting to get people to look at these videos, fighting to keep my career going, and fighting to keep people in my life, fighting for.
All right. So
A lot of comments. I got a lot of comments.
yeah. And those videos, to be fair, it was frustrating finding stuff like that because you had archived everything that you had on your YouTube. So man, I had to really dig on the net for that stuff. But how does that make you feel to kind of like watch all of those together? Does anything change in your head and go, like maybe I really am sounding a certain way to people? Because I think sometimes it helps to hear yourself.
Kind of, but and I'm glad that you played that, because there's a lot of stuff that I don't remember. With Officer Tatum, and it sounds crazy, man. I remember when I was at the train station actually, and Queen Fina, my ex-girlfriend, when she hit me and she was like, "Yo, they're talking about you. Like Bryson's making subliminals." I remember hopping in that live and just watching him speak. And it did sound like he was making subliminals about me, because Bryson has an issue with me. It did sound like it, straight up. It really did. I remember chiming in, and I remember Officer Tatum, I think it was in that clip too, when Officer Tatum said he should have hit you up and not go publicly or something like that he said. I remember Officer Tatum said, this is after I made the song for him, he was like, "I'm not dealing with dude anymore." He said something. I don't know. I don't want to put words in his mouth. He a disgrace. He said something that hurt me. He said something that hurt me for real. Like, I was like, what? Boy, did I blow up. I blew up. I snapped. That's when I made that video. And I cussed Officer Tatum the fuck out.
Yeah, you did. I actually had that in the clip and I took it out because I was like, you know what?
There's
a lot of F-bombs dropped in that video.
I was mad, bro. I was so mad. I was so freaking mad. I was like, how can you say that? I made a song about you, bro. Like, it just felt like, the beef just wasn't out there. Like, people just didn't know. Everything kind of worked in Bryson's favor, no matter what Bryson does. No, I feel like because of Bryson's status, nobody's ever going to hold him accountable. I don't care. Bryson says some horrible stuff. Even today, Bryson's like, oh, he lost everything. He's a grifter. I did screenshot it, posted on my YouTube. Nobody wants to like it. Nobody wants to. I got a few fans that get my back, but it should be fucking 5,000, 10,000 likes. People should be like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? Hold him accountable if he's wrong. Don't crucify him like how motherfuckers crucify me. I'm not even asking for any of that. I don't want any drama, but just hold him accountable. But I feel like people aren't going to do that. So I'm at a place right now where I'm forced to just be like, all right, cool. Whip me, beat me, talk about me, say whatever. I can't say nothing back because I'm the baby Christian. I'm the one that curses. I'm the one that screams. I'm the one that got a problem. I'm the one that had a hard childhood. So I'm the victim, right? I'm the problem. Bryson's the perfect Christian. So everybody gonna listen to Bryson, and Bryson can do and say whatever he wants to say. It's not cool, bro. I'll never agree with it. We can agree to disagree, but I will never agree with Bryson and how he treat me and how he act. I don't want to agree. Even with other stuff, people don't agree with it. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not telling you you have to agree with him, but at the same time, why people can't hold Bryson accountable is because Bryson is not accountable to people. He's accountable to God. He's made that clear several times. That's just where he stands. Okay. Bryson doesn't care. He said so many things that people have canceled him for, unfollowed him for, hated him for, and he doesn't care because he's just him. You know what I mean? So I have been saying to you when we've been talking is you need to do the same. Is be you. I don't know. I'm trying to understand what this constant comparison to Bryson is. Why does Bryson live rent free in your head all the time?
You sound like my
Why?
sister.
Seriously though, like why?
Before
Why?
we move on, though, I do have a question to ask.
What's up?
Can you control Bryson?
Absolutely not.
Who can you control?
Myself.
So why let the comments bother you? I'm genuinely asking.
I can answer that. So remember what I told you earlier that I don't know, like as far as like the drop of my views and all that stuff. I've gotten banned a hell of a lot, so a lot of people will say that's from big tech, but I don't know if it's from the narratives that Bryson and Tyson spread around. I don't know what caused my channel to get messed up, but I know that I've gotten banned a hell of a lot too at the same time, and that's been publicly out there. So it's like if somebody's out there creating these narratives and destroying me, bro, I got to do something about it. That's just kind of how I feel about it. Like I got to do something, but it's never worked in my favor. I mean, I'm gonna just tell y'all straight up. We're gonna talk about all these things and get some understanding, but I know that I'm gonna have to just back away from all this stuff. I already know. So I'm just give y'all the straight answer right now. We know we don't have to wait to the end of this whole thing. I already know what I got to do. Like, there's no way that I'm gonna make it to heaven like this. It's not gonna happen because I'm gonna have so much anger and animosity. It's not gonna happen, and I don't want to go to hell. And that's just the God honest truth. So, but I do believe. In the meantime, like what Bryson did today, Bryson's going to continue doing this, but nobody's going to hold him accountable or say anything. So it's just like, it's just weird. Like it just feels like nobody's having this discussion with him. Nobody's saying, Bryson, why don't you leave him alone? Bryson, why do you keep commenting on stuff?
But he's his own. Nobody can tell you anything.
Yeah,
like
that's
right. Like if somebody were to
go both ways, right?
Well, if we're being fair, right? Because we said we were going to get into a discussion, we're going to push back. Let's be fair. There's been times where you have said things and I haven't said anything to you. Like the past, damn near a year, you've done multiple videos. Have I said anything?
My moderator said you have. I've never seen it myself.
You never seen it yourself? Because I haven't, right? I spend more time around Bryson than I do you, right? Because clearly we were at odds. We don't talk about Loza. You know who does? The viewers.
Loza. Loza talks about Loza.
The viewers. Look, I'll give you an example. Bryson, you're in the chat. We put together a awesome compilation of a conversation with a bunch of different people, right? And we were on the live trying to figure out who we were going to bring on, who would be beneficial. Someone in the comments says, hey, you guys should invite Loza. Bryson said, no, I don't think this is the setting or the forum for that. Not even an hour later, we were getting dissed. It's like, we can't even say like, and it wasn't even a slight, right? It wasn't like, no, we're not inviting Loza. It was just like, Loza doesn't discuss these things. So no, we're going to bring these people on. We're bringing white supremacists on. It was a conglomerate of people, right? But the point I'm making is these people will go back and say that we said something completely different than what was actually said. Yeah. Which is what I believe, I know for a fact, causes the drama. We experienced it even before we got on camera.
Yeah, we talked about it too. I told my moderators, if you guys are in here, like, own up, like, you know what I'm saying. But I talked to my moderators. I said, hey, don't tell me nothing that what Bryson's saying. Don't say nothing that what only way I'm gonna know if they tag me or something or whatever. But just don't do it no more. And there's been times where Creel would just continue and continue, and I didn't say it like 100 million times. I don't know why. She's very passionate and helping me, and she's very passionate and trying to like get my back and stuff. But I learned that I can't stop it. But I hear a lot of stuff. They tell me a lot of stuff. Like it's constant in my DM. Well, they're saying this about you. They're saying this about you. And da. But recently it's been a little bit better. But like again, I'm trying to stay away from that stuff, bro. That's stressing me out. I'm not even in the studio. I'm not doing music.
But see, those people are your real problem. And I said this to you last night. Those people are your real problem. This dude right here that you see this comment from that says, I literally don't talk about you on my live streams. He will not even say your name. And people try to get him to say, like,
facts, bro.
And he's like, I'm not even going to talk about it. Like he doesn't say it in a negative light. He's like, I'm just sorry. I'm not going to talk about it.
Bryson hasn't been the one that's out there saying a lot. Bryson's not doing that. Like right now. Like it's I haven't really seen Bryson say anything for a while. Except today. But Tyson James is the one opening his mouth. Chicken Boy. I call him Chicken James, Chicken Boy Tyson, or whatever. You know what I mean? He's the one that's like desperately getting his wife, him constantly talking. I don't know, but it's just like, I know me and Bryson's history, and Bryson's cool with him, and it's just like Bryson. I don't think Bryson. I don't know. You tell me, Bryson, if you hitting them up like, yo, man, leave Loza alone, bro. We supposed to get past this. I feel like nobody's telling these people that. They're only telling me to stop. That's really my only problem. Actually, it ain't even really. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all. It's not even so much of Bryson and Tyson, really. It's the fans that be pissing me off. Keep it 1,000 because my fans want so much drama and they don't hold anybody accountable but just me. That's where it really pisses me off because, bro, if I didn't have it like that, I wouldn't care. I'll just be like, yo, why y'all still talking? I'll be like, oh my God. Did you
disrespect Tyson? I don't listen to Tyson, so I don't know. But did you disrespect his family in a song?
Absolutely. All the shit he did, absolutely. Teaming up with my ex, absolutely. Yes.
He teamed up with your ex with Queen?
He was entertaining Queen. He was entertaining Queen and stuff like that, and trying to get dirt and trying to get information and make diss tracks about me and all that stuff. Now, one thing I want to say about that too, because that's been kind of relevant for a while. Yo, when everybody took it serious, like I'm gonna go catch a flight and grab Tyson's family, hog tie them, and shoot them all up. It's hip hop, and I don't know about y'all, bro. I didn't grew up around some real, like, you feel me? They go in there and battle rap and talk. What's his name? Loaded Lux. What's the other dude's name, man?
That one.
Loaded Lux is one of my favorites. Loaded Lux and Murder Mook, and the other ones. I grab your head and hit it with the tech and da da da. That's how they rap. It's hip hop. So I was like, bro, it's not serious. If I say I'm gonna bite you, I probably will bite you, bro. But I'm not gonna kill nobody, bro. It's hip hop. It's rap. Everybody took it so damn serious. Like, Loza's gonna go try to catch a charge. Oh my gosh, she's violent.
So how did you hear that he was talking to Queen?
Creel, my moderators.
You see, Loza.
Hold on. I'm not done yet. I have gotten screenshots now. They don't have it anymore. Creel and them don't have the screenshot. I mean, it was almost a year ago. So I did see screenshots, and I did see. I don't know if Tyson James was pretending to be Donnie V. I think that's what it was. I'm not 100% sure, but this other artist was dissing me, and they were all entertaining each other. And Queen was in there and commenting, and then they were liking each other's comments and going back and forth. And Queen told me herself too out of her own mouth, like, I'm gonna make sure I fuck your career up, da 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 da. She was lying to Bryson and Tyson, all that stuff. And I told you guys the other night too about what really happened between me and that girl. I got footage that I didn't give you guys. This really disturbing footage, but that girl revealed herself about the money, about everything. So she lied to them and tried to get everybody to just turn against me. And really, she plays a really big role because I honestly don't think it would have been that bad if it wasn't for her too. She stirred up a lot of drama. Straight
Yeah.
up.
So what he's referring to for those people listening is, and I'm not going to give details about this, but he's got audio of an argument that him and his ex queen got into. That was, I haven't personally heard it. I don't know if I think Suni did a little bit, but it was pretty vile, pretty bad, whatever. But we told Loza we didn't want to share that here, and we didn't feel like that was going to bring anything positive to the situation. It was going to result in anything positive. And, at the same time, I go back personally to, you have to take accountability for the people you choose to be around you, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you
yeah.
chose her. You chose her just like you choose your moderators. Like, I don't know this Creole girl, but I have seen her in the chat in your videos, and from what I've heard from you about the stuff that she tells you, she is toxic for you. And you have to ask yourself, why are these people feeding me negative stuff? Why?
Yeah.
Because I don't know this for a fact, and Bryson but if he had a team of people and they were constantly sending him all the DMs and messages about him that are negative, he'd probably be like, you're off the team. I would fire somebody like that because I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in it. I block everybody who is associated with everybody who has a problem with me or has attacked me or has come after my family. I just don't have any time for it.
Yeah. Currently, right now, she's not moderating right now. She's not moderating. We're taking a break from that. Taking a step back. I only have one moderator at this point. And it's nothing personal. Creole, if you're watching, nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? But I'm at a point where, like, I don't want negativity to be sent to me anymore about nothing. I don't want to know anything. I don't want to know nothing. But my answer's not going to change, y'all. Like my perception and things aren't going to. Some of it's going to change, but like I said, man, like the way I'm being treated as far as like accountability and responsibility for my actions, for my words, and for everything, treat everybody else the same way. Because I don't want to feel like I'm a target, because then I'm going to feel like it's biased and I'm going to feel like I'm being judged. You know what I'm saying? And I advised Bryson too. I told him, like, yo, all this stuff. I sent Bryson videos. I was like, yo, this is making my walk with God hard as hell right now. I kept it straight up with him. I sent him like 20 videos talking, him and Tyson. They ignored it. They didn't say nothing. So to me, like he's showing himself to me that he's not a real Christian, he's not a real person. He's to me. You feel me? So it's like, you feel me? I'm like, damn, bro, like that's messed up. You feel me? But I've always tried to make amends or get some sort of closure, but he turns around and says, oh, he a grifter. I don't get it, bro. I'll never understand it. I'll never understand this whole dynamic of this whole thing. But
I do want to address this comment because we talked about this track the other day because someone also decided to factor me in, which is how my name even ended up in a diss. How many diss tracks? You know what? I am the shit. Okay, I'm not even a rapper, and I'm in diss tracks.
Right.
Let's go.
You haven't made it until you're in a diss track.
Let's go. But that is not Tyson. It is Donnie. I remember exactly who the artist is.
Okay.
They sound similar, but they're not the same. I wanted to clear that up because I don't want any misconceptions or misinformation on my show. I'm a person of integrity. That is not Tyson. It's Donnie. They're two different people.
Got you. And also, Bryson, that interview with Tatum, what's the last thing I want to say about that? You said you didn't talk to Tatum or whatever. Bro, like Tatum acted different after you spoke with him. Tyson acted different after you said something. Tyson stopped liking me over you. He didn't, like, I didn't do nothing to that man. I don't even know him. Like, we never even, nothing happened between me and Tyson. And some words were said in a record. And I don't know which record it was, bro, or whatever. But then I responded, and then it went worse. And then he got tied into the mix. So you claim that you're not telling people stuff, bro, but you are. I mean, you got to be. So, but where I'm at right now, I'm real cool, forgiving, big-hearted. Like, I'm just trying to move past all this stuff. I got actual real problems with people in the streets. Like, but this is not a real problem to me. But I just want to get past it. But we already went past this road too. I feel like me, as far as me and Bryson, our relationship ain't never gonna be repaired. as much as people want it to be like that. I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, Bryson's in the comments. I can't really see his comments like that, but I just feel like Bryson just is a competitive thing. He just wants to get above, and if I'm gonna be destroyed, anything's gonna help me, he's not gonna do it. So if our relationship being good is gonna obviously would help me, that's not what Bryson wants. That's just how I feel.
What do you mean by that? When you say your relationship being good with Bryson would help you, what do you mean by that?
Us ending the beef, us being able to communicate, us being able to like just be cool, and that be out the internet, that's cool. Not even like on a collab, that would really be some other stuff, but not even on that, just in general of it being squashed and actually having a conversation to where it's publicly known that there isn't any more strife or anything, which has never happened, not once. It was always agree to disagree at the worst, but it was never like, oh, we cool, like it's all good, like all right.
So I'm not going to read this, right? But if someone is just not interested, can you be okay with that?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. As long as nothing said about me again, and he doesn't comment on my stuff, we good. We good. Like it's not a problem. Like we ain't got to work together again or nothing like that. As long as nothing's being said, that's all I'm saying. And as far as Tyson, he a different animal. I don't know if Tyson's in here. He didn't want to be in here because he already know what time it is. But I got more of a problem with him than I do with Bryson. That's being real, because he's actively still trying to make me look bad and still trying to, like, you know what I mean, talk shit online. Like, I don't know, man. Like that type of stuff, man. Like where I come from, bro. Like I done seen people's head get stomped in the curb, bro, for not knowing the gang existed in the city, just for that reason. You don't know we bounty hunter blood, blah, 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 getting beat up. Like I don't watch people get beat up for the lowest, most nothing. So, like this type of stuff he doing, bro. Like I don't know, I just don't vibrate. Like I'm not like these other patrons, and I think that's what got people messed up. Like I'm not like all these other people. I come from a whole different cloth, and I talk like it and I act like it. I'm not the toughest guy in the world, you feel me? But that's why I act the way I act, bro. Like I don't rock like that. I don't talking online and stuff, commenting, trying to bring somebody down, bro. That needs to be emphasized. I feel like people need to really like treat them how they treat me. That's just all I've been saying, though. But it is what it is.
I mean, I don't know how you can say as long as he doesn't comment on my stuff, as long as he doesn't talk at me.
Yeah, leave me alone.
World. But it's a free world, and he can do all of that. He can,
and I should be able to see how that works.
But if you're the one saying I want it to stop, then you have to stop it. See, this is the thing. Like, I think this is why not everybody is cut out for this. You know, I've been in moments where I'm just like, man, I don't know if I'm cut out for this, because it gets really ugly. And you have to ask yourself, either I'm going to deal with the ugliness all the time and I'm going to be obsessed with reading my comments, or I'm not going to, and I'm going to protect my peace and not read the comments, not listen to people, or I'm going to read them and not care. There's a lot of different ways to handle it, but I think it's unrealistic of you to be like, Bryson can't say anything, Bryson can't comment on me. I think you have to control yourself. You have to be in control of yourself. And if that means Loza's just on the internet to drop songs and make appearances every once in a, but no personal drama, no beef, no nothing, is just dropping music. That's it. Could you do that? Like, could you really do that?
Yeah. And as far as the music, yeah, absolutely. But like with the music stuff, it's just, you know, that's a battle in itself. You feel me? And that really ain't got nothing to do with Bryson or anybody. That's like a personal thing. Like I haven't even been in the studio. This is the longest I've been out the studio since I was like 13 years old, not even capping. Like I haven't done music. I haven't been motivated to. I haven't made no beats. I've been losing my voice getting fucked up from all the health conditions I got going on. Sleep apnea, everything. Like all the other stuff I'm dealing with personally. I ain't been motivated. But where I'm broken at is, you know, getting into the MAGA stuff was the first time that I felt a sense of peace. I was just like, yo, like I actually found an arena that exists that we can all be our own country, our own unity. And, you know, I mean, it's going to be different than the music industry, because I never wanted to sell out and go in the music business anyway, you know? So that was stripped away, you know, that whether it's my fault or not, like it's gone. You feel me? And that Like my whole thing is just, I just got let down. Like it sucks now. Like it really, I'm just being honest, it sucks. So as far as the music part, I'm just trying to find myself again. You know, I'm trying to find myself again. So it's gonna take some time.
So can we publicly on Somewhere in the Middle put the nail in the coffin on
For
this
real.
entire thing between you and Bryson?
I hope so.
And don't say
no. I'm asking you. Like, this is me asking you straight up. Matter of fact, I'm not even asking.
Look at him.
I'm
Look at his
telling
face.
you.
You look like a
I
bad
know.
little kid right now. You like that look at this like, yeah.
He looks like he's got some cheeky ideas going on.
Right.
Real
You're
shit.
like,
Listen, though.
I ain't gonna touch
Because
this
straight up.
There's a lot that I just don't understand. You know what I mean? Like if I stop talking about it as far as like making like the big posts, because I do make like the bigger posts, you know what I mean? And I go a little bit further than Bryson does for sure. But if I just like decided to, which I'm saying, I'm not saying I'm going to, but I'm just giving an example. Like if I said I'm gonna go ahead and just do what Bryson does, I'm just gonna go and hit stuff and comment something negative, I feel like everybody would point at me and tell me no Loza, no Loza, no Loza, but won't tell him that. The industry don't like me. Don't nobody like me. That's just what it is. Like that's why I don't feel motivated to even get in this music shit right now. I really don't. It's just all toxic. Toxic as hell.
Listen, I mean this with a lot of love, but I don't think you like you. Really. Like I'm saying this to you like a human being. Like I don't think you like you, man. Like I think your beef that you create is in your head. Like when I say it's in your head, like I'm not saying like it's imaginary, but I think it's the battle that you should be having with yourself that you project onto Bryson, because I think Bryson represents for you the person that you wish you could be more like. Because typically we hate the things that we wish we could have, or we wish we could be more like. That is just human nature. You know what I mean? We hate on that.
Cool. I love myself.
You could say that. I mean, when I was 409 pounds, I was like, I love myself. And I was like, dying of diabetes and like, you know what I mean? Love myself to the grave, whatever.
Like, if there's something that I admire, like I can openly say that. I don't think Bryson can openly say what he admire about me. Bryson's sour.
I've heard him.
What I admire about Bryson is his fan base. He has such a strong ass fan base, bro. They will literally jump out their window for him. You feel me? Like
why do you think that is?
Because he has this perfect Christian persona. So it's like, you know what I mean? And that's just, I don't know.
You know what's funny is I think that's what people hate most about him, to tell you the truth. I
heard about that.
They hate that. Like they hate that Bryson, they see him as he's projecting himself to be this all perfect Christian, can do no wrong. Mm-hmm. I think that's actually the thing, and he doesn't care, but that's actually the thing that probably works against him more than it works for him. What I think Bryson's fans rock with him with is his consistency. And the fact that no matter how many times he gets canceled or unfollowed, he doesn't change who he is. You have to respect that. Like when somebody is just being them, regardless of whether you like it or she likes it, if you're really being you, people have no choice but to either respect it or leave.
You know what? And I got a comment about that too. It's such harsh reality. I hope you're listening, Bryson, man. Boy, when I felt like, especially after Let's Go Brandon, I was like, I found myself. And the government took it away from me. Had nothing to do with any of my enemies. Had nothing to do with Bryson, none of them. They took it away. I know Bryson switched his stuff up. He's doing the Christian stuff. And that was something he was kind of doing through the MAGA stuff, so it worked for him. With me, I also have because me and Bryson have double swords. He has a double sword, I have a double sword. My double sword is regular music. It's not Christian, it's just whatever people want to call it. This regular hip hop, secular or traditional hip hop music is my other side of the sword. But that is like starting all over. Bryson don't have to start all over. And man, like it's a blessing that Bryson can do that. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, that is definitely inspiring to me. And And that's dope as hell. Like I do wish I had that. Like my fan base is like, bro, like I openly admit, I can even say to Bryson, like, bro, like my fan base ain't got it together. I don't know what's going on. I posted my whole album and they started unsubbing because it's like I got too many posts, I guess. And they was like, I'm unsubbing. I'm like, what the going on, bro?
Well,
like,
it's because they know you react to it. That's why.
That is why.
That's so messed up, though. That's so messed up. That shit is so messed up.
It's messed up, but you know what? This is the internet. The internet and life don't give a crap about how you feel. It does not.
Yeah.
At some point, yeah, you have to stop the cycle.
Yeah.
At some point, and it can't be, well, if Bryson doesn't say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Bryson's gonna say what Bryson wants. Suni's gonna say what Suni wants. Tyson gonna say what Tyson wants, and so is Loza. But you know what we're not free from? Reactions. For every action, there is a reaction. It's just how life works. We are never going to rid ourselves of that. But the best thing you can do is learn how to control your reactions and your emotions to these things. You're killing yourself being stressed out about comments and who said this and why they saying this. How come we can't do this? Is that helping you?
Hell no. Hell no.
So to repeat the same thing is insanity, right?
Yeah.
Change it. Switch it up. Drop it.
Because you looking crazy out here, Loza. You looking crazy, okay? I'm telling you. And again, like, it would be nice, right? It would be nice, this big Loza Bryson that everybody want. Oh, but can't you guys just get together and make it?
It would hit Billboard.
It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I know
it
it
ain't
won't
happening.
happen. I'm just saying it would hit Billboard so fast.
It ain't happening. Let me tell you, it'll probably be a cold day in hell when that will happen. I'm just being real with you. So let's just move on from it all. And like, you get into what Loza needs to be doing to make Loza happy, not to make the mods happy, not to make the fans happy, not to make your mama happy, your daddy happy. Your soul needs to feel good about it. That's it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You don't need to justify it to anybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's gonna. I 100% agree. I 100% agree, and I know it's gonna be some challenges because I know the devil don't want nothing good for me. So, and the whole idea of getting closer to God was for God to help me do all the things I need to do to become successful and to make it to happen and to feel happy, because there are personal things that I don't put on the internet, right? That I deal with that aren't good, you know what I'm saying? And, I'm just at a place where I'm just trying to get answers, and I feel like I'm getting answers tonight, which is a blessing to me. So I'm really thankful for that. And yeah, the like I said, the music part is gonna take some time though, because I'm kind of blocked from saying the truth too. So, but I'm not blocked from saying my truth. But I don't know how much. I don't know. It goes back to, do you? But I'm at a place right now where I can't really start over. I feel like I can't afford to start all over again.
Yeah. Are you willing to talk about that? Because you shared some of that with us about the music industry, and you want to talk about that? Because I kind of want to lighten it up a little bit. I felt like this was a crucial story to tell, because there's a lot of people out there that probably get this idea that you get this #1 Billboard hit and everything is great. Well, you even thought it was great, right? You said you found yourself. What was the reality of it?
Yeah, man, I never made so much money in my life, and surrounded by all the wrong people, especially Queen. You know what I'm saying? I remember having that #1, and I was still #1, and I tried to fix things with her and was seeing her and being around her. And at the time, I didn't have management, I didn't have PR. It took me like 2.5 weeks just to drop another record after Let's Go Brand. That hurt me. I think it was Questions Like Nikki was the next song I dropped, and it flopped bad. Like, it flopped. Like, embarrassing. Like, better than what I'm doing now, but it flopped. So I was like, yo, what's going on? Like, damn. So, and I signed to the label for distribution. you know, and it wasn't a horrible deal, but was the best deal in the world. You know, it didn't work in my favor. They take 100% of everything. They're taking the YouTube, they're taking Spotify, the royalties, they're taking 100% of everything that I ever make in music until they're paid back what they have given me, which is like 40K. You know what I'm saying? So like, I gotta pay them back to 40K, but nobody in my corner looked at me and said, "Hey, you made a hit in a political realm. You're this type of artist, though, with the regular music. So maybe they're not gonna stick around. Maybe we shouldn't get a loan because there was other royalties that I didn't even collect yet, that I didn't even know about. It wasn't brought to my attention, and nobody like I don't know any about this stuff. Masters royalties, all these stuff. I'm like, yo, I got money sitting out there, publishing. I'm like, damn, I didn't need to sign it to begin with. Right now, I'm making over $10,000 a month. Over, like it just fluctuates, but I'm making a lot of money, and which is good, paying back the label, so I get to be free, so that's good. But it's a harsh business, man. Like it's harsh. It's real harsh. Like I had like 2 lawyers read over it, and I still didn't get to that because I had not known. I'm like, oh no, I'm not doing that. I thought I was getting 70%. As soon as I sign, I get my 70%. They get their 30. So I'm like, damn, you know,
Yeah.
it messed me up. It messed me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's tough for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, man. But I'm still making good money, so as long as I'm doing that, I'm paying them back, and I'll be off in like 3 to 4 months. So I just kind of like gotta ride it through.
So are you going to sign with another label after that, or what are you going to do? You're going to stay independent? No.
And unless I get an advance like 2 million or 3 million, which is unheard of if you don't have another record. So I'm gonna be like Tom McDonald, be independent, collect all. I get 100% of everything. I make all of my beats. For those who don't know, I produce every record I've ever recorded on. I made every single beat you've ever heard. I made all of them. I get 100% of everything. So I get 200%. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm not signing no more deals. I ain't doing that.
That's smart.
Yeah, I learned my
Smart.
lesson, boy. Sheesh. Yeah. So
Man.
I think just the biggest battle is just inspiration at this point. Nothing's worse than losing your inspiration and your love for the music. And I feel like that's what's been happening with me. Like I ain't been recording nothing, doing any music. I think that's what's been bothering me the most, honestly.
Because that's your outlet to express yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the harshest. But getting that back, I'll be good. That's what I'm looking to do. So I'm finding it slowly but surely every day.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think what's happening, and I don't know how many other chances you're going to get, but I think God is taking that away from you because he wants you to head in his direction and seek him. You know what I mean? As your peace and as your outlet. But again, like I don't know how many more times, I don't know, because you know, I don't know the answer to that question. How many chances do you get? You know what I mean? Like how many chances? I don't know.
I mean, God will definitely turn you over to yourself. That's biblical. There are times where there's going to come a point in time where he will turn you over to your reprobate mind, and that's where you exist.
Yeah.
And I think every person should keep that in the back of their mind. When you keep perpetuating a cycle that's not healthy, it's not helping.
Yeah.
The hardest thing to do is to admit that there is a problem. If you can't even admit this is a problem and I need to fix it, you're not fixing nothing. If you're constantly like, oh, that's not really a problem, it's this person, you know. Well, if this person didn't do this to me, you know how many years I spent doing that?
Yeah.
Years. Oh, if my mom or my dad, I wouldn't be doing this. And I walked around mad for years. Never helped me. I spent almost damn near 30 years of my life trying to find some peace that was already here. It was here. All I had to do was let it go. It's hard to let it go because much like me, you're comfortable in chaos. For a long time, look, it's like being in you ever watched the TV show, What is a TV show where the people just pack their house full?
Hoarders.
You watch Hoarders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, they fill their house up to the point where they are creating paths within their house, but they can't even function because there's so much mess, right? And then a person comes along and they say, "You need to clean this. This is not good. This is not healthy. You need to admit you have a problem." You slowly start taking things away from them. You know what they do?
Bring it back.
I need that there. No, you can't take that from me. Well, why do you need this here? Well, you really have no reason for wanting the drama, the pain, and any of that to be there, but it's what's comfortable, bro.
Yeah.
We're
That's
comfortable in
a
pain.
good comparison. Hoarders.
We're comfortable in pain. If you want that pain to go, you have to let it go. You have to say, "I'm good." Is it going to be easy? No, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to get to a point where you don't care. Like, I wake up every day like, what's on the internet? Okay. But I get off. You know, I see people say things about me. What I do, I call Mo, I call Bryson, my two best friends. We chop it up, we laugh, I move on. There are times where I ask them, like, do you think I should say something? Should I react? Should I even care? And they keep it real. No. That was one of the first things Bryson told me when I got into this. Don't ever change who you are. Be authentic to yourself. It doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter if people don't like the fact that you want to serve Jesus and you're going to be loud and proud about that. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, I'm responsible for my salvation. Loza, you're responsible for your salvation. If you want the chaos to stop, you have to remove the chaos and don't put it back. And you're going to feel tempted to put it back because it feels comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable is what she's saying.
Yes, it feels good.
Yeah.
Trust me. It feels good.
It does. It's weird. You know what's weird? You know, I'm gonna tell you a story real quick. And I'm gonna be in trouble with Suni if I'm not supposed to tell this, but it's not that bad. So when I first met Suni, she used to always be live, starting trouble on the internet. And then when I started talking to her, I would notice a pattern as we started to get closer, and she would tell me about, you know, her family, not her family like her husband and kids, but like her extended family. And I would notice this pattern that when they pissed her off, she ran to the strangers on the internet to beat up on them because that's her family, right? So she couldn't say anything to them, but the people on the internet who she doesn't know and she really has no tie to and could give a damn, she's like, I'm gonna go light some fires over there and take it out on these people. And I feel like that's what you do. That's what you do. Like when that starts boiling up in you, you go, Bryson, that's who I can attack. Topher, that's who I can attack. Queen, that's who I can attack. Whoever, whatever, pick your poison. But you got to learn not to do that. You got to learn how to deal with it in healthy ways.
This is a lesson of turning the other cheek.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is. I grew up. Let me tell you, I want to open up a little bit more. I remember some vivid stuff as growing up. I felt like when these traumatic things would happen to me, I had to answer. Nobody else would answer. I felt like nobody else would protect me. Nobody else could protect me. I didn't want my mom or my dad to come out there and protect me and get hurt. Like people would grab the water hose from my mama's house and stick it in my window and turn it on and try to ruin my equipment. There was like lots of water spraying all over my room. What you gonna do about it, blood? What you gonna do about it, blood? Bitch ass nigga, blah, blood, blah, blah. I couldn't fight them. They were fighting every day. I felt like if I fight them and get my ass kicked. The answer to that was somebody said, you can call it the devil. Hey, Loza, you ain't got no criminal record. Go buy a gun. You don't have to fight these people. Just buy a gun. I said, okay. I was like 21 years old, bought a gun. Called my first gun charge for shooting at somebody. I wanted to kill that boy. And I thought it was over for me. I thought I was going to jail for the rest of my life. I didn't kill him or anything like that. I didn't injure him. But they, were looking for the bullets. They took me to jail. And I was praying my ass off, like, God, please don't let me go to jail for the rest of my life. Please don't let me go to jail for the rest of my life. And I ended up getting out of that situation. And thank the Lord it didn't follow me. But I felt like, and after that, he left me alone. We got locked up in the same jail cell. After the police said he wasn't going to lock me up in the same jail cell as him, they put him in the same small-ass jail cell to see what would happen to us. But what happened? You want to know what happened? Kept his head down like this. He didn't say nothing to me. It was an answer to me because I went full-fledged on his ass for popping up at my house and flipping tables and pushing my mama and trying to beat us up. He literally pushed my mom in front of me, in front of all the kids. And I had to answer. I had to do something about it. When I did, he left me alone. Just like that boulder I picked up. When I threw it at that kid's head, they left me alone. There's been so many occasions where I always felt like if I answer back and do something, they'll leave me alone. This is the first time I've ever dealt with a situation like this between me and Bryson. It wasn't a case of I'm going to leave you alone. It's just I lost followers, lost views, lost my image. Everything just started getting messed up. So this is a different lesson for me. And this is like turn the other cheek. I think God's telling me now, like, you can't do that no more because maybe something else bad happened to me that I can't come back from. I don't know. But it's like turn the other cheek. Let them be wrong. Let them do them. Let them say whatever. You got to turn the other cheek.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like you're going to get tested a whole lot on that because the minute you say, I'm going to try to do better in this area, that's when all those temptations come. Like if you say, I'm going to be celibate, right?
Yeah.
Boy, all the prettiest women in the world will appear in front of your like doorstep. Like what? Yes, that's exactly how it happens. So you're going to be tested. So be prepared because if you're going to make declarations, which I love, if you're going to make declarations of I'm going to try to do better, but we have to like replace the word try because I feel like your tries have expired. You've been trying at a lot of the same stuff for a long time. You just need to do. You need to say, Loza, no more try, just do.
Yeah.
Like Bryson said in that video, there needs to be fruit from the trying. And people and if you want to like recover your image with people need to see that. People, and not that you do it so people see it. You do it for yourself.
Right.
But it'll be recognized. Like people have said to me and Suni, like, oh my God, like you guys are so good together. You guys like, that's cool. Like that feels good to us, but we're not doing this for that. It just feels good that people recognize that we love doing this. We enjoy this. So I hope that inspires you.
I'm sorry. That is the first time I have ever
Yes,
heard Bryson
wants to get in it.
say this. Congratulations, by the way. Congratulations.
Can you
to
see the
Bryson
comment,
and
Loza?
Shakana
Yeah.
Okay.
on their upcoming nuptials. That is hilarious.
I think he's been celibate like 11, 12 years now.
I don't even know. I
10
hate
years.
He's like, that's like my brother, bro. When people start talking about that, I'm like, I legit don't care.
That's if I do something like that, bro, like my body let my ass know. Like, boy, if you don't get this off, I'm gonna explode. Like my testosterone levels are ridiculous. I don't know, bro. This is hard to do. My girl fly away, bro. I feel like I'm in jail. And I don't know. But it's kudos to him, man, because that's crazy.
Right.
He said 13 years is getting corny now.
13 years, man. And it's like that's one thing to be like a virgin and never have experienced it, but to have experienced it and then go to be celibate, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's willpower. Sure.
Yeah. Bryson's gonna be like on his wedding night, he's gonna be like, damn, is this a Ritz? He gonna be like, like you have like when you eat the cracker and the cracker tastes hella good.
So good.
like Shakana don't even have to be that good on her wedding night because
bro, after that long, it could be dry and be fire still. Be drier than desert and still be fire. Like, bro.
Oh
man, we're so happy for Bryson though.
I am happy. Hey, look, I'm turning up. I don't care. At the reception, bro, I'm turning up. Electric slide, all that. I want to dance for it. Let's go. Let's go.
That's funny.
Yeah, congratulations, though, Bryson. I'm really happy for you and Shakana. So awesome to be around you guys and to watch how honestly you guys have grown over the years. I always get excited when I see people get married because I love marriage. I really do.
Love
it.
Yeah, man. I used to be married, man. What? It was 2013. 2013. I was married in October. Man, being married is cool. Like it was cool. It's just not cool when it go bad, but when it's good, it's good. You know.
Yeah.
I want to get married again. I feel like if I got married, I would eliminate like a lot of sin. But you know, I want to be married to the right one, obviously. You know, so but I definitely want to be married again, though. Yeah,
Definitely the right one. Like we said, you need to marry a good, clean Christian woman. No more big booties. No more big booties.
What?
Okay?
Why?
Just see? You see how you're already line stepping. Hey, you know what? Loza? You like big booties. I think Big Booty Judy's actually single. I think she mentioned that last time. Now, she may be a little bit out of your age range, okay? She might be. But the good thing about it is when you take her to dinner at the IHOP, you'll get the senior discount, and then at the movie theater, you know what I mean? Like there's benefits.
I feel like there's some curses to it though. You know, you got a girl with a big booty, all the guys watching.
Yeah.
And like I don't know what it my luck with women is terrible. It's known through my songs. Like girls with big asses got attitudes. They act different. They mean as hell to me. I don't know why. They just mean. Got an attitude.
First of all, I do not have an attitude. Okay?
I'm being dead. Every girl I've ever ran into, bro, that had ass had an attitude. Like their posture and everything, like the way they talk and stuff, like they just different. But with a girl with no ass, it's not the same, man. I don't know what it is, man. Cockiness, arrogant. I got ass, so I know, I'm good. Shoot, have anybody I want.
Oh, is that how it is?
I don't know, bro. I'm telling you.
I don't walk around like that. I got an ass. I'm gonna try that tomorrow. I got an ass. You better move out of the way. No, that's not how it works.
Y'all want a story? I got a story for you. Come to that.
Okay, go ahead.
It was a couple years ago. I used to be on Tinder. Fender bender. I used to be on Tinder. Like, I want to go find me something, you know what I'm saying? Get on Tinder and find a girl. Found this girl's my median chick, whatever she has, all that stuff. She said, I want to go to a restaurant called Sparrow and Wolf. I said, it sounds like gonna be $1 million, but let me go ahead and try it out. Went up there, took her out and stuff. We had all this fancy food and the waiter would come and they'll tell you what's on it and stuff like that. I'm like, I think it's gonna be expensive. I'm like, oh, I'm working a regular job, I was a nobody, Bill ended up being like $700 or something like that, right? I was like, it's like my whole paycheck. God damn.
Dang.
I'm like, what? Right? And so I put like a $10 tip. I ain't gonna cap, bro. I'm like, this is all my money. So I put a $10 tip. And she looked at me and she was like, that's all you're putting? Yeah, I knew black people don't tip. I was like, bro, I almost grabbed the wine. I flinched. I almost grabbed the wine and dashed it on her. Like, I almost did it. I was like, excuse me? She was like, well, you need to put at least 30%.
Oh.
I'm like, all right, cool. Put 30% down. I'm like, I'm smashing it and I'm gonna leave her alone. Like, that's just where my mind is at, right? So we get in the car. She's like, we fucking or what? I'm like, you a whole man out here.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, dang. Man, I never get it. Went back to the crib, right? At the time, I had a blow-up mattress. And my room was nice, but I had a blow-up mattress. She said, you think I'm going to fuck you on this thing here? Really? I know athletes, okay? I'm not going to fuck you on... you know what? I'm sorry, but I'm leaving. I was like, so I spent $700 and you ain't trying to do this because I'm like, bro, get your ass out of my house.
Man, Suni, where's your repeal the 19 sticker? Did you upload that?
I did not upload that.
Dang. Okay, well, imagine it. Imagine it right here in front of the screen.
Okay, you heard it here first. I'm trying to get Loza to do a repeal the 19th track. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Somebody asked, is Loza doing a gospel album? Oh, yes. One step at a time, Epic.
I would like to do that. I feel like if I do it though.
Can you sing? Like, you got a good voice?
No, I feel like I'm like I've heard like I got like the Drake vocal or like the XXXTentacion type singer or Juice WRLD. It's not like singing to me. I think it's just harmonizations, and I have effects on my voice, obviously. Some people will clown, like, oh, you got full-blown auto-tune. I'm like, no, I don't have full-blown auto-tune in my voice, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I don't sound like a robot. But, yeah, that's...
Because, you know, I do a little singing, right? A little,
Yeah.
Suni, can you do it?
I can't switch notes like that. That's hard, bro.
Come on now. Come on.
Suni, I'm going to sample that song for you, man.
Come on. What? Come on, Suni, do it.
Why is Mo always trying to put me on Front Street?
Listen, I always try to work a song into.
Hey,
I just want to be in the
right,
show.
but I'm not singing. I said I would do a track with my brother Bryson, and I said I would give Loza a sample of my voice. I think that's good enough, right?
Drop a 1 in the chat if you want a Loza and Suni collab.
It's good enough.
That'd be hard. But you say you don't want to, like, what if you did that, Sony, and it blew up? Like, what if that happened?
Okay.
See, all you think about is the numbers. Can you get your mind right?
That.
You see how you go straight to what if it blew up? How many follows and likes do you think we got? Come on.
Because Suni said she don't want to any of that. So if it happened, how would you feel? Is what I was trying to say. Because she said
I would chill. It came out chill. Oh, you got a nice voice. That's dope, bro. Are you ever gonna see me on another track? Probably not. No.
You better promote that because you know how that worked out for Bryson. You better promote it. Shoot the video. I'm not trying to be messy. I'm sorry.
Oh gosh, y'all stop dropping ones in the chat. All right,
you heard it. See, this is the people. They want Repeal the 19th, the remix.
Yo, let's cut into that. If I did what is called Repeal the 19th?
Yeah.
If I did something like that, bro, come on. I'll be down to 98K on YouTube, bro. It will be bad. But what? My perception on it, like I said the other night, I talked to you guys publicly. Privately. Although I had a whole lot of bad experience with women, obviously, but I ran into a lot of bad women in my life, right? But it just depends on the person. If a woman ran the United States and she was a good person, genuinely, and a Christian, I don't think anything bad would happen if you just do your job, right?
Suni, where's your glasses at?
Hey, this is all I got right now.
Listen,
we're
about to drop some shade on you.
Put the shades on. This is part of the show. We put the listen.
Loza.
You said we asked you out of all the strife in your life. Yeah. What percentage of it came from women? What'd you say?
You couldn't even talk.
You said, damn. 90.
And that's true. And I get that. You know, like women are emotional and stuff. And, you know, if they're running the United States and they get emotional and do the wrong things, right?
They're devils. We are devils.
Is there anything in the Bible that says that?
Absolutely. Women should be silent. Women are to be seen and not heard. Women should not be usurp authority over men. Women are not supposed to speak in the church. They're not supposed to be in positions of leadership. You should shut up and go cook, clean, and have some babies.
And what does Jesse Lee Peterson say? He says everyone is born of the devil until they're reborn of the Father, right? So the devil, we give life to you, right? Like it comes through us. Yeah. So hence we the devil.
That is crazy, man.
Why do you think we bleed for 7 days and we don't die? Like that's a mind of Mo shit right there. We bleed for 7 days and we don't die. Let that sit.
Even though in anything that God say is what I want to be a part of. Anything that God say, I want to do. I'm gonna just say that straight up. But it's and I'm not going against that. There's no buts or rebuttals against that at all whatsoever. As far as the music, I'm just trying to get in a place where it's not divisive anymore. I want to appease to everybody. I'll never be the next Drake if I don't do that. I'll never be that.
You don't want to appease to everybody.
No, you don't, bro. You don't. Because see that's a conversation. Yeah, I'll have that conversation with you offline. But you don't. You don't. You know Black, right?
No.
I'm gonna sing you this song. All right. Listen to what he's saying.
Like, oh
This is why.
baby, oh, not that black. Okay, I was
Oh
thinking of
my
R&B.
goodness.
Oh
Oh my
baby,
goodness.
bring it on to me.
Let's get some more questions in here because I do have to go camping. It's my
Camping?
I'm going camping. Yes,
You're lucky.
beachside camping. We're gonna
Man.
go for 2 days.
Okay, Loza, who was your biggest mainstream influence in the in music as a kid?
Tupac Shakur.
That's what's I love Pac.
Tupac, Dear Mama, still to this day hit me hard. Like he's, man, I just love the way Pac spoke in all his interviews. I love the way he stood. He stood up for what he was saying, man, and his music hit hard. Like he was truthful. He was super inspiring. Him, and then it went to Dr. Dre with his producing. And that's what inspired me to make beats. Dr. Dre was a producer I looked up to. Yeah,
those are some legendary mentors.
Yeah, man. Man. And then now it's like Drake, Jordan Lucas, Lil Wayne. X is a huge influence to me now, and then Juice WRLD, huge influence on me. Hence the dreads and the tattoos, like you know what I'm saying? Huge influence, man.
I'm kind of liking this neck tat though. Like I might have to rock this. Although
hurts.
Look at it. We're like twinning. We should just be like, like I'll put my little fake ass grill in. You put your grill in.
Yeah, man. Beautiful. I can't wait to get inspired again. Man, every day I'm just like, man, what do I talk about next, man? Something that I can say that's controversial that won't get banned. That's what I want to figure out right now.
No, don't think about that. Okay, listen.
Something dope.
Listen,
we're gonna manage Loza's career.
Loza, drop a 1 in the chat if you want us to manage Loza's career. Okay, Loza, here's the thing. When you have a thought, any thought, okay, get rid of it. Because your thoughts are the old, like those thoughts that are coming in. In fact, Jesse Lee Peterson. Do you listen to Jesse Lee Peterson?
You should. If you don't,
you should.
Nah.
Okay. That's your assignment. I'm gonna send you a link to Jesse Lee Peterson show every day. Jesse Lee Peterson goes live. Just listen to it while you're doing whatever. You're gonna feel so inspired. He says, "Thoughts are of the devil."
Yeah.
Observed.
Yeah. So just remember that your thoughts are you reverting back to, I just want to make something that's not going to ban me. Hence, I just want to make something that people are going to like. Hence, I just want to make something that's going to make the fans happy. I want you
I see what you're talking about.
Yes. I want you to be like, I want to make something that makes me happy. Always say, I want to do something that makes me, I want to go where Loza wants to eat. I want to do what Loza wants to do. That's what you need to start. I know that sounds weird because we're taught not to be selfish, but you do have to be selfish a little bit, right?
That's starting all over though.
Yeah, but you got to be selfish because then you got to pour back into other people, but you can't give anybody anything you don't have.
Yeah.
And you can't give it to yourself if you don't have it, let alone somebody else.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Because I mean, like, if I continue doing music for other people, I'll be miserable, and I have been not happy at all. You know what I mean? I was like, even through like the Let's Go Brandon. So Let's Go Brandon made me very, very happy. I was very happy, like very, very happy. But like, down the line, a couple months down the line, I was not happy. But I had to be happy on camera. But like off camera, bro, I was so upset. I was like, damn, I want to talk about this. I like rapping about depression. I like rapping about relationships. I like rapping about sex. But even though those things are bad, and I would get judged off the rip, you feel me? Like, bruh, it would be bad.
So what?
No, my manager told me, and I ain't gonna blast him, but he told me, he was like, you can't switch up your career. You're not gonna be able to do that. You're not gonna be able to do that, Loza. Like, that's not gonna happen. Like, my peers tell me this, like, you're not gonna be able to switch over. Like, if you do that, you're fucked.
Right. But
I'm
don't
I'm being deadly serious. I'm like, damn, that's harsh, bro.
but don't listen to them because it's not like you're already at rock bottom.
Yeah.
What a great place to start.
Yeah,
straight up.
Just go do you, dude.
Do it, man.
Figure it out, but you got to start with doing you. Of course, at some point you're gonna be like, you know what? I don't need to cuss anymore. I don't need to talk about this, whatever. You may get to that point, you may not, but at least be happy doing whatever you're doing because you're not happy. You're not happy doing what you're doing right now. I know you're not happy lashing out at people, and it's exhausting. It's
Yeah.
exhausting. Like these last couple days, you know, me and Suni getting on the phone with you has been exhausting.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Do you see these bags under my eyes?
Right. She couldn't even do her hair. She's so exhausted.
I had to prop my arm up on the couch.
I felt y'all
Like-
interview too. I felt it too. It was like, damn, nigga, like we need to break this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like-
Yeah. Well, you know, last night when Suni was like, "Oh no, he's not sure if he wants to do it," I was like, "Hell no, we're getting him on the phone right now. This is not happening. We can't go back and forth. I can't do this anymore."
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So
I'm glad you did the interview.
Yeah, I'm glad too. Like, I'm very
Because
happy.
it's everything that your people said it wasn't going to be.
right.
Everything.
Do you
You
feel
got
like
to-
that?
Do you feel like you got to get some things out?
Yeah, I think I got it all out.
Did we attack you? Did the comments attack you? Did we attack you?
No, and also, and I'm gonna say this right now, any of my peers say anything negative about this interview to me, bro, I'm gonna take offense to it because I personally feel like nobody was attacking me. You know what I'm saying? The only thing is just turn the other cheek stuff. I don't want to agree to disagree anymore, and I'm gonna agree and just do that because I feel like all the stuff I've been doing has not been working for me. So I'm willing to take y'all advice.
Awesome.
That's where I'm at right now.
We're going to hold you accountable. And the first thing, if I see you go live, first of all, can we just unblock me like right?
I don't even know what's the name. I don't even know your name on there. I don't
Right
know.
here. It's right here, baby. Right here. Let's talk
Okay.
darkly. I know you know because you called me out. You'd be like, let's talk. And Queen was calling me out in the comments. You would recognize for a second. You'd be like, oh, that was her, the one that was talking reckless in my comments. Please unblock me because I'm gonna be all up in your business, okay, for the next. Yeah, I ain't got nothing to do but hold you accountable, my brother. Okay.
I appreciate you. I'm gonna unblock you. I promise. I got you.
I know that we said we weren't going to talk about politics, so I'm not going to address this whole question. But do you have any thoughts on reparations? Are you signing up on the website to get your check?
No. Hell to the
It might help you pay off the rest of the money you owe the record label, though.
You said, wait a minute, let me think about it now.
You didn't think about that.
Yeah, I did not. Nah, man, but I know that I gotta be a good representation to my audience, especially. You know what I'm saying? And I want to fall into that. Nothing should be given to you. And on top of that, that reparations isn't free, it's a trap. You know, they've been manipulating Black people since the dawn of time. That money is gonna go back into our taxes. We gotta pay that money back. The money's never just given to you like that. The system has never been for us. The system ain't never been for the people in this country, period, when communists are running it in general. So I would never even want to play a part in that reparations, bro. You don't owe me nothing. I wouldn't. I feel for the slavery stuff. Whatever happened then should have happened then and didn't happen correctly, bro. But that never happened. And it's like, when it comes to that stuff, bro, like, I wasn't in that time, bro. I feel it. It was bad. You feel me? But we need to get over that. They keep bringing this reparations, racism, white people this, Black people this. It's just like, stop. I hate that.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's get past that and love each other. Like, all that racist stuff, bro. I'm over that stuff.
Loza, there is hope for you yet. Look at that. I love that.
Look at all these
answer.
comments, bro. You have
at all
more people
the love you're
wishing
getting.
and praying for your success. Hey, one person said you should go skydiving. Now, I don't recommend
thought
that
about
because
that.
Black folk, you Black. We don't jump out of the planes.
You
bro.
Black.
I thought about doing that. Like, I want to see what, I just want to be free and just face I feel like that's facing all my fears all at once. But if I pull the thing and it don't work, then I'm going to be upset.
Actually, maybe you should go do that.
First thing I'm
Might
gonna do
change your
is
life.
pink don't work.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. It says, Loza, you earned a follow back.
Look at that.
Wow. Does
Thank
that
you,
mean that Sudi saved your career? I thought you ruined it. I thought you were single-handedly ruined his career. Yeah. Thank you for
Yeah.
being here, Loza. They
for
said
coming on,
praying
bro.
for you, Loza. There's lots of love in the comments here.
Lots of love, lots of love.
I appreciate that, y'all. I think this is definitely gonna help me with my journey with Walk of God, and I knew I needed it. I knew I needed it. Something to tell me, man, you better get on this thing, man. You better talk, man. You better go on there. So I'm glad I did, man.
Yeah.
It's dope.
That's
Well,
awesome.
we're glad you came. I'll get with you offline. We
I'm
can
gonna get in the
chop it up.
studio, man. Probably gonna do some beats or something, man. I'm kind of feeling
Lit.
inspired a little bit.
Oh, you're feeling.
Okay.
Are you gonna put me in a beat?
If you want, I can
Why'd you
sample
go?
anything.
Actually, all I really want is I have this thing that I need to be in somebody's music video walking slow motion. That's actually what I need to do. Sudi, shut
Yeah.
up. I just need to be, you know how like in the
Slow
videos they be in slow motion? Like I just need a slow motion cameo. Oh, the booty? Is that the booty moving? In slow motion.
Everybody gonna watch like, hey, what's going on?
That's right, because I never see no Puerto Ricans in your video, so I could be the first one.
Thanks for coming on, Loza.
Thank you for
We
having me. I
appreciate
love
it.
y'all, man. Appreciate
Love you
y'all,
too.
man. And go ahead and stream Trigger Music. It's out. Let me know your favorite song. So far, everybody loved January 6th. I dedicated to Cash Kelly. Shout out to Cash Kelly, man.
Cash
He's a
Kelly.
man. My boy, man. My brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Loza Alexander on all platforms. If you guys want to follow him on YouTube, it's Loza Alexander Vlogs on YouTube.
Nah,
No?
Loza Alexander. This Loza Alexander is my main channel. Loza Vlogs is my other channel. I just
Oh, okay.
vlog.
Okay.
I want to be like the next DDG. I like DDG, man.
That's funny.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
Oh, and
Please
you
make
that's
sure
right.
you guys go support the new media company that we are putting together, choosing the marketplace. We have awesome shows we have to offer. We have the Counter Move podcast. We have the Age of Men. And of course, you have Somewhere in the Middle. And we also have some additional shows that we're going to be working on. Well, hint, hint, little secret. But CCG will be making an appearance on Truth in the Marketplace as well. Can't wait. I look forward to that. It's amazing.
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
Appreciate
Thank you
y'all.
so much. Thank you so much for trusting us and coming on here.
Yeah.
And we are going to be wishing you luck and checking in on you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Bye.
Now, Bryson did request to come on here. And before I go camping, I'm about to let Brody come up here and give his piece. What's up, Bryson? Wait, where
Oh,
when
I
did
like
you
that.
get
I
that
like that
light?
background. That's cool. Look at you. You got
Talk to me. Hey, listen, man. So my sister and her husband finally got their own apartment, so they moved out of my house.
Oh.
And so I instantly, they just moved out today. I instantly turned her room into my official studio, and I'm loving it so far. I'm loving it thus far.
That's cool.
Cool.
I love it.
And Shabbat Shalom, Sony.
Shabbat Shalom.
I need to know where you got those neons from, though.
So I've had this for a very long time. I got it on some website. I forgot which website I got it from, though.
Okay. What's up?
You can order that. You could order them like on Amazon. They have them all over the
Yeah.
place. Yeah, you
Oh,
can get
word?
custom ones. It's cool. Mhm.
So, y'all did a decent job. I just feel like he should have got fact checked a little more. Because here's the thing, right? We were talking about squash and stuff. Let's go over pure logic, like I'm just asking a genuine question, right? People talking about squash and stuff because it sounds good, right? It sounds bubbly. Oh my goodness, everybody needs to squash beef. Let me ask you a question. If somebody that you was friends with blamed you for robbing them, I know it was you. And you say, bro, on me, that wasn't me. This person goes live. Bryson robbed me. Like telling the world you robbed this person. Like you ran up on him point blank range and robbed him. And if that person says, I want to squash the beef, but I still know he robbed me. But the other person's like, no, I literally didn't rob you. And then you got everybody else saying, no, that literally wasn't Bryson. We know who it was. It wasn't Bryson. And the person still say, nah, it was Bryson that robbed me. How could you squash a beef with that? Would that logically make sense to you?
You can't squash a beef. Like when someone is lying, right? You feel like you're unjustified. Like, bro, you're lying on my name. This is not what I did to you. So if you're going to continue to lie on my name, then we're going to continue to have this heat. I get where you're coming from.
But it's worse because it's not heat. And I'm not saying this to be rude. Anybody watching my live stream, people mention my live, I don't talk about him. I do not care about Loza. Nobody has ever heard me call them about Loza. I'm never like ask Sony. We need to talk a lot. Ask her how many times I bring up Loza.
Yeah, I know. I watch your stuff. I don't ever. I said that to him. I said
Yeah.
Bryson doesn't even mention you ever.
It is not to be disrespectful. I just genuinely don't care. The only things I hear about him is when people DM me stuff about him, and I usually ignore it. You can ask them. Some of them might be in the chat. Or I'll laugh or something. Like I really don't care. And plus, he's so petty. He'll DM you stuff. I've showed so many screenshots before of stuff he say. He's lucky I'm just not the overly petty type to post screenshots online. When I mean screenshots, I don't mean old screenshots. I mean screenshots from the last 2 months. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not, like, I generally just don't care about him. Like, I don't know how to explain it. So here's the thing, right? The B Tatum thing. If y'all remember how big of a deal that was, B Tatum actually took me and his video down.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I had to find it on another page.
Yes, and it was based on a lie. We was talking about Maj Toure.
Yep.
But he was adamant. We was talking about him, right?
Yeah.
He thought Tyson James was Donnie V. Donnie V cursed in his music. Tyson James don't even curse. Listen, he really thought that. He said it again on y'all live stream. And he based a lot of his diss tracks on that. He based a lot of his live streams on that. He still believes it. When he says Bryson did things to him, nobody can name one thing I did to him. Why didn't he get on here and tell y'all I did the verse for him for free when nobody else would do it? And then the biggest one that's crazy, he said I blackball him. Y'all heard B Tatum, and B Tatum wasn't lying. B Tatum called me, and I told because B Tatum said, "Why didn't you tell me Loza? You and Loza had beef? I wouldn't be putting him on my page." I said, "Bro, that's a grown man. I'm a grown man. I'm not a hater." I said, "If you like the song, promote the song." You know what I'm saying? That's little. And B Tatum told you I said that. What Loza say? Loza heard B Tatum say that and say, "Nah, I still think B Tatum stopped messing with me because you don't know." B Tatum stopped messing with him because of that situation on his live stream.
Yeah.
Bro, listen, he told me nobody can name one person to blackball him. I can blackball anybody. Like, there's so many people I could genuinely blackball with Loza if I really want to, right? But I don't. Y'all know Burden called me, and Burden was like, "Yeah, bro, Loza said he knows that, like, you told me stop working with him." And I said, I didn't even have his number. Like, I never had Burden's number. And Loza was saying, I told Burden not to work with him. I never had his number. Misa said Loza told him the same thing. Topher said Loza told him the same thing. I'm like, what? And you know the thing about Tyson, the funny thing about Tyson, he said I blackball him with Tyson. Tyson never liked Loza. Matter of fact, when I did a free verse for Loza, because you know, this is a quick story about how Loza convinced me to get on the song with him to begin with. A lot of people don't, people in the chat have been following me long enough, they remember the story. Loza called me. I was at the airport. He said, "Bro, I plan to give my life to God, bro. I plan to stop cursing in my music. Like, you and Tyson really inspired me to give my life to God, bro. Like, I'm really trying to turn a leaf over and give it to Jesus. Like, I'm not cursing on songs no more. Like, I had a curse word in the song. I took it out just for you." He gave Tyson the same spiel. It convinced me. It didn't convince Tyson. Tyson said, "I would have to see fruit first." That's literally what Tyson told me. Tyson said, "I'm not getting on that song with him because I need to see fruit first." I said, I got faith in Loza. I'm going to do a song with him. Did a song with him for free. Loza had no following. I did a song with him. You know what I'm saying? And the next song, he was cursing like a maniac. Talking about having sex, stuff like this. And I remember me and Tyson talking. Tyson was like, "I told you." Tyson said, "I told you." Because this is when Loza started beefing. He started going live saying I didn't promote his song and stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? And then Let's Go Brandon thing, he said I stole his title. But everybody knows that the reason I made Let's Go Brandon was because of Black Conservative Preacher, to the point where I brought Black Conservative Preacher a plaque. He knows this. Here go the worst thing. The worst thing, and this is not even me to flex, his Let's Go Brandon didn't go number one. Literally, y'all can do it right now on the live stream. Go type in, what year was it? Go on Google right now, type in 2021 digital songs that went number one on Billboard. And Wikipedia will give you a list of every single song that went number one on the digital sales charts in 2021. It'll do it. Y'all do it right now. Yeah, I think you just type in digital. Let me see.
Yeah,
digital songs.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna share my screen right now.
It went number one on Billboard, and it should be a. Does
it say right here?
Let me see.
Yeah. Read it. This
Yeah.
is every single song that went number one this year. That year. Read it.
Yeah.
Tell me. Scroll down. You'll see a Let's Go Brandon on there. Just keep scrolling. Huh? Right there. You see, there's a Let's Go Brandon song on there for sure.
Yep.
Whose song do you not see though?
Right.
Because this song literally didn't go number one. So it's hard for me. This dude, he sits up here and lies constantly. And I'm proving he lied, right? He said he went number one how many times on his live stream?
That you went live how many times on his?
How many times did he say he went number one? And said I was jealous because he went number one. I watched him say it twice.
Oh, but he said it multiple. I mean, not just on there, but he said it multiple times. Yes.
But he didn't go number one. And people, when I say he didn't go number one, people think I'm flexing on him. Like, no, because he keeps trying to paint this narrative like I was jealous of him because no, my song sold more than his.
Yeah.
It's like people and people thinking I be being petty because I don't like him. No, here's the thing. But somebody gave me a new perspective. I'm not gonna say who, but I was watching it. We was in here laughing. I'm not gonna lie. We've been in here dying laughing. And somebody said, because I said, and I'm gonna tell you what I said. I'm just being honest. I said, I think this man is a demon. And then somebody said, no. Something might be wrong with him. Like it might be trauma, might be whatever, like something really may, be wrong with him. And I said, you know what? That is a possibility. That is a possibility. So I will give him the benefit of the doubt and say he isn't a demon. Because I've called him a demon before.
Yeah.
I give him the benefit of the doubt and say he might not be, something might be wrong with him. But how many lies do you have to say for somebody to be like, what?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We never, because it's not a beef the squads. I don't think there's a beef. And then he said, I talked about Tyson James' kids and wife because it was a rap song. Y'all know how many people die over rap music?
A lot.
Right.
A lot.
Let me tell you the difference, right? Tyson a lot better than me, right? I'm a man of God, and I view myself as a good man of God for sure. But let me keep it a band. If I had a wife and kids, and I hear somebody in the song talk about how they go kid that boo, I promise you I would. Man, listen, just know, it wouldn't. No. It's just hip hop.
People are talking about Loza was not number one selling. What he was number one in is Billboard's emerging artist chart.
He said his song went number one.
Yes, but this is what they're posting. He did not go number one.
Yes, he did.
But he had a debut at number one for Billboard's emerging artist.
He was on Billboard's emerging artist chart. That's not what Loza claim is. Loza claim is his Let's Go Brandon song went number one. That never happened.
And he just showed you that. It's. I mean,
they just looked it up for y'all. It never happened. This is not me trying to be rude. This is just facts versus fiction. People in the chat thought I was being petty. No, this is facts versus fiction. Mm-hmm. And this is my issue. When people say they're going closer to God. Bruh. He made us another claim. He said Bryson switched up and went to Christian. Sunni. Have I not been making Christian the same amount of time I've been making MAGA rap?
I saw your comment that you said about that.
Like God, my song God Soldier came out before what? Gun Toting Patriot came out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you what he doing. If people think I'm being rude, I study people, dog. That's what I do. I study. Ask Sunni. I be telling stuff behind the scenes, and it always comes true about people. I be knowing people, bro. Listen, what people do, bro, is when something doesn't work. He did lose his followers on his own. He self-destructed. This is what he did. Mm-hmm. He lost all of his followers. And notice that when it started happening, he started mentioning my name more. I wasn't responding. So he stopped talking about me. And now all of a sudden he's back and talking about me.
Yeah.
And he mad at my comment that I made on Sunni's post. I haven't said anything I haven't brought up Loza's name. The only reason he's getting talked about is because he wanted, what I'm saying, he's back. Ask Sunni what I said at the beginning. I said, I don't want no parts of this live stream.
Yep. I told him, I said, I'm doing the live. I just want you to know. And he's like, okay, cool. I don't want to be a part of it.
Yeah, I said I want. I'm not doing it. The only reason I came on this live because Shekinah was like, just see what he say. Hoping he might say something like, because don't get me wrong, if Loza would have came on here and admitted he was capping about some stuff, I still would have been like, sketchy. But I would have been like, you know what, bro? That's the first thing. I can respect this act. I can respect what you're doing. Now, if he would have came on here and kept it 100, I'd have been like,
I can respect this. You know what I'm saying? Because he
Yeah.
did send me 20 videos. He wasn't capping about that. He is right. I didn't respond. He wasn't capping.
Yeah.
You know, if Loza ever calls me mean, you know, you can interpret it that way. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be mad at that. But I'm not watching 20 videos from a grown. Listen, no.
No, Bryson, last night when we were talking to him, he told us like he was messaging you. And so like while he was messaging you, he was quiet. And me and Suni were sitting there and we're like, what are you writing? Because like you've been quiet for a long time. Like, what the hell are you writing? No wonder Bryson made mention that you write like a book. Because you had said before, like when Loza sends messages, they're super long. And sure enough, when we were sitting there, he was like, hold on just a second. He's like, you hear him, and I'm like, oh Lord. I said, Loza, you're like a woman text, you know, like how women send you like novels. Here's the thing about it. Okay. We could have said, okay, Loza, are you going to apologize? Are you going to admit? But, I know well enough to know that even if he did say that, that wasn't going to be a sincere thing, right? I think what me and Suni wanted to do was to hear him out, to talk through some things so that maybe in his own head, showing him these clips, he could maybe say, okay, I can see how people think I'm a little crazy, right? And maybe he takes that back. Maybe he takes that back and processes it. And maybe he doesn't. Maybe tomorrow we see him popping off again on the live. And I'm going to say, dude, what the hell?
No.
And he probably will, because this is what he was doing to us before the interview. Is 1 minute he was like, cool. And the next minute he was like, no, I don't think I'm going to come on because Bryson's going to be there. Tyson's going to be there. They're all going to be talking shit to me. And I'm like, we can't control that. Who cares?
Bro,
Yeah.
ask Tyson, bro. Tyson be like, bro, I want to respond to Loza so bad. I'm like, I was like, bro, please don't respond to him. Because Loza be DMing us like he be low-key trying to like get a reaction out of us. And I don't be responding. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing with that, right? My thing is, if you actually listen to all his responses, he didn't take responsibility or acknowledge anything. He literally, y'all showed him what B. Tatum said, and he still said, I made B. Tatum. Like, he didn't take responsibility for anything. That's the part I was freaking me out. Like, we was all sitting here like, it was like 4 of us in here. We like, bro, this man is too easy.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, Bryson and Logan just squashed and put it behind them. Listen to me, y'all. And this is not me like, this is a beef in Loza's mind alone.
Yeah. I 100% agree.
Care about Loza.
I agree with that.
Like he has created this beef. Like he kept saying like it's a competition between me and Bryson. Like, what?
Yeah.
But if that's what he needs to motivate him to get back in the studio, use me. I don't mind being the bad guy. Call me the bad guy. I love it. But like, I'm letting y'all know it's not a beef. I
know it's not a beef.
Yeah,
I know it. I know it's not a beef. But
is the setup clean? I like the setup clean.
It's dope. I like that.
I gotta get a little something right here. I'm excited.
It's and I know I look at this a little bit more like you guys would say, I'm like a simp when I think about this stuff, but it's very sad to me to see somebody like this, because I do see a little bit of him in there that like I think wants to do better, but he doesn't know any better. Like, this is what he knows. Like Suni said, this is what he knows. This is what he's used to. This is what he's comfortable with, even though it looks chaotic. And all of us on the outside are like, how could you possibly be comfortable being like this? Like, it's just crazy. But this is what he knows.
So that's a possibility, right? I'm not inside his brain. But me, I don't think he wants to get better. I think he looks at things like, how can I get back to whatever it is I want to get back to? I was like, this entire live was trying to get back in good graces. He sent me them DMs and Tyson them DMs to try to get back in our good graces. I didn't watch any of them, but when he sent his messages at the end, he said something about like we need to put this behind us and something like that. And it's like, he's done this before. It's like, this is not his first time. Like he literally did this before, and I'm gonna tell you what he said. And this was funny, right? Shekinah, he's sending a lot of voice messages, and Shekinah, I was listening to it in front of her, and then I said cap and cut it off. She kind of got mad at me. So I'm like, Bryson, this could be real. He could be really trying to like make amends. And she was genuine. And I said, and that's what I said, Shekinah, I guarantee you he's gonna say something about some clout or music or promoting something. I guarantee it. I kid you not. The next statement was like, bro, listen, if we squash this beef right now, I got a song with me, you, and Topher that can hit Billboard #1 right now, bro. And then he said, listen, this was the craziest part. He said, and if you don't want to squash anything, tell your followers that you don't want to squash beef with me. if you do want to squash it, tell your followers that me and you squashed it. Whatever you do, just let your followers know. And I said, I let you kind of hear it. And she was like, okay. Like, it's like, bro, it's like, and this is not to say, I mean, he could be reprobate, but I mean, he could also, you know, God works in mysterious ways. You know what I'm saying? He could, you know, one day try to really truly give his life to Christ. You know what I'm saying? But and I'm not saying that's impossible. I'm just saying, never will I believe it until I see it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You're supposed to see the fruits of someone's labor before.
Yeah,
you
but the most people looking with an emotional eye. You know, Loza gave y'all all the sob stories about his childhood. Oh my goodness, Bryson. He wants to be a good person, Bryson. You're so mean. You remember soon I got called mean when me and him had that live stream that y'all played a clip of?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody called me mean.
Yeah.
And you know what happened a month later? People in my DMs apologizing. You was right about him.
Oh, I know, because Suni gave me that same message. She was like, Mo, you were right about Loza. I told her
Hey,
back in the day. Yeah.
I'll admit.
She
Hey,
admitted
look,
it.
I'll give myself the repeal the 19th badge.
There it is.
All right. I give it to myself. All right.
But I like the shirt you have on. And you know what, Mo? I will tell you that looked legit. I thought you was a ratchet for a second. I ain't gonna
You
cap.
like that? That's like, look at that.
I
I
don't
did my
like
own
it, but-
tattoos.
I don't like it, but you know.
No, I
if
know you don't
like
like it, but look, I put in the work, and then
it.
look,
Looked legit though. I'm not gonna cap.
Hold up, because you missed it, Bryson. Listen, I had like the dreads. I had
dedicated.
Oh, I am dead.
listen, I had the little MAGA hat. So
I
like,
am dead.
yes, okay,
With the Let's Go Brandon hoodie.
yes, I came
Nah,
all the way
G.
with it. Listen, you got to go
You-
back to the beginning.
You lows it out. I'm dead. You convinced me. I was confused. I was like, because at first I was like,
I saw.
I'm like,
You're
now
like,
before I even said something, I'm looking like, did she just turn all the way ratchet so quick?
Bryson in the chat, he was like, did Mo always have all those tattoos?
Bro, I was like, bro, what? No. Nah, but
Bryson was about to block me, okay?
nah, but I just came on here and I just want to do a little bit of fact checking because me, it's like I don't like the rest of the stuff he said. I don't care. It's just like the fact, like I don't the lies, bro. It's like because I don't understand lies. Like you continuously lie, no matter what the facts say. It's like, bro, you can Google what songs went #1. Like you don't just not know. But most people won't. So most people just believe what he say. Like think about it. That person in the chat posted he went #1 on the emerging artist chart, but they didn't care that Loza lied about his song going #1. They just like, well, you know, he did this, though. You know, his song didn't go #1, but that's not technically a lie, right? That's a little white lie.
Oh man.
Ooh, you know, that's it, though, man. Have fun on your camping, or is there anything else y'all wanted to say? You know, it don't matter.
Hey, we just got to get together and figure out this Bible study, man.
Oh yeah, you got to pop out to the wet. We're thinking about the wet and being in October.
This October, wait a minute, because I come to the wedding?
Dang, man.
You want me to come?
I want to come. I'll come out to you.
You can come. You got to take them tattoos off, though.
Oh, yeah. I'll come nice. I'll come nice and conservative for you. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to Kyle about it because I do want to be there.
Okay, bet. I'm inviting the whole fam. Why not?
Let's go.
You feel me?
I'm down.
Yeah, but that's it, man. You know, just a little, it's a little vibe.
That's cool. No, it was good. It was good.
Yeah, but I did think it was bad though, because don't get me wrong, when I have conversations with these Catholics and stuff, I let them talk. I ask them questions and let them talk. I don't debate them. Yeah, I'm having a conversation with a Hebrew Israelite Tuesday. Same thing.
Oh, I gotta watch that. That one I'm interested in seeing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in to this live. This was a different live. This is not the normal show we do, but
we'll be back with the normal show next week.
Yeah, next Friday we will. I just wanted to give him the opportunity to say what he needed to say, so he can stop saying that no one's giving him a fair shot. Because from this point forward, Loza has to live up to the expectation that he set for himself on this show.
Yeah.
He can't blame me. He can't blame Bryson. Can't blame Tyson. I told him this. So this will be a test of his willpower. And I hope he rises to the occasion. I really do.
Yeah. And this video exists out here now. He can't block it. He can't delete it. It's here.
Why is this nigga so petty, bro?
Bruh, no comment. Listen, see, look, the time I'm trying to not have a comment.
First of all, when Bryson said baby batter in the comments, I almost lost my mind. I was like,
somebody
what?
else said that. Somebody else said
Oh.
that. Somebody said that's why he raps so good, all that built up baby batter. Listen, I don't know what it was. I feel like since I've been engaged, I've been more irritated that I'm celibate. It's been an easy road for like the last 13 years. I ain't gonna cap. I haven't like I literally don't even think about it, like literally. But ever since I've been engaged, I don't know what it is.
Now you're getting excited. That's funny.
Hurry up.
Hurry up. That's why he's like, we gotta hurry up.
Hey, look, October, Sunni. Look, you got to figure this. You're gonna have to figure this out.
You feel me? No cap. October. I'm not even capping.
This is freaking hilarious. Well, guys, we're gonna wrap, and I gotta do some stuff behind the scenes. Thanks for hopping on, Bryson. Loza, thanks again for coming on. Please make sure you guys tune in again next Friday. Back to our regular scheduled programming. We'll be back with the skits and Mo's costumes. Hopefully, we'll come up with something fun. I don't know. We should come up with like a fun thing to do.
Well, we said like when we were before the show that I should dress up like Mariah Carey and we should do like lip sync.
Who is you speaking a lot of French over here? Who is we?
You said that I look like Mariah Carey because my hair was wet, and I was my hair was like wet and down, and I was like, you had Mariah Carey playing, and I was like, how she does this all the time. And
She was.
Like, and then you know what I was talking about. So
we'll see.
We gotta do
the jury is still out. Okay, I will say that. I'm probably gonna agree because she's gonna talk me into.
I'll just force her into it anyways. I'll just be like, "This is what we're doing."
Boring. Come on, it's fun. Do it, Sunny. Don't even think about it.
If you guys have ideas on skits we can do, and don't give us stupid shit like spinning a freaking wheel. Okay, we don't do that over here.
Bruh. We love you guys. Thank you for all the people in the chat who kept it productive.
Yes.
There were some people that gave their pushback, right? And it's completely fine. You can give pushback. But thank you for the people who kept it light. Listen, I'm about to end the show because y'all talking about singing. And thank you for the comments. And thank you for the mods who were in the chat. We appreciate you. Christine said, I love you, Mo.
Love you too, Christine. Love
we'll
you
be back
too.
next Friday. I'm gonna go camping and go have fun. Peace out, y'all.
Bye, guys.